keeps control for Thompson. Pass for Stevens, wide open underneath in the basket. Great pass.
Backs down, now kicks out up top to the left side, Caden Dahl. Dahl hesitates, then takes the three and knocks it home good. Dahl to get the turn. Carr trying to keep those legs underneath, then Cassette gets him down, and there's the pin.
Rebounded by Kendra Severson. Severson, here comes Bevins back the other way. Bevins, little contact, roll it in, good for Elena Bevins, and we're tied.
Through and Zeller with an excuse me bump, and here goes Sem for takeoff.
Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome live to Thief River Falls, Minnesota. We're inside Ralph Engelstead Arena to bring you game number 2 of the Section 8A girls basketball semifinal round. And game number 2 tonight featuring the number 1 seed from the East subsection, the Kelliher Northome Mustangs, and the number 2 seed from the West subsection, the Warren-Alvarado-Oslo Ponies. The winner will take on East Grand Forks Sacred Heart, who beat Mahnomen-Waban in game number 1 of the day today, 67-51, as that finished up just moments ago. We welcome you inside the pregame show tonight as it's being presented to you by Solely Realty of Fosston and also by Bitker Inc. Let's take a look at Kelliher Northome first. 25-3 on the season, a win versus BGMR in the quarterfinal round. A gritty win, a very, very gritty win for the Mustangs, who are down by 5 points with 2 minutes to go in the game, but they would outscore the Gators 9-0 in the final 2 minutes to take the 73-68 win. For the Warren-Alvarado-Oslo Ponies, a very common opponent in the quarterfinals against the Fosston Greyhounds, whom they played back on February 20th. The Ponies had the Greyhounds numbers as Warren-Alvarado-Oslo would win 61-30, and Coach Casey Pierce will talk more about that in our pregame coaches interviews here in just a little bit. Inside the pregame show tonight, we'll have our conversations with Coach Pierce of Warren-Alvarado-Oslo and Coach Kevin Waldo of Kelliher Northome. Will take a look at some keys to the game for both of these two teams. Take a look at the section bracket so far and even peek at the boys bracket with the Section 8A boys basketball tournament underway. And then it'll be time for the starting lineups and the opening tip-off. Semifinal game number 2 tonight. Kelliher Northome and Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. A spot in the section championship on the line. And we've got all the coverage here on KKCQ, YourLiveEvent.com, and Garden Valley TV.
Of Mahnomen is a Native American-owned business proudly operating on the White Earth Indian Reservation since 1983. As a bonded general contractor, Gordon Construction provides years of experience in large, detailed, and within-budget projects. Gordon Construction is committed to the safety of its employees and the environment of its work sites. To learn more about Gordon Construction of Mahnomen, visit gcmahnomen.com or call 218-935-2191.
State Bank of Lake Park has been serving customers for over 96 years. The State Bank of Lake Park offers a wide variety of services: checking, savings account, money markets, and CDs, staying competitive by focusing on the needs of their customers. Their sound financial advice and outstanding service is something customers can depend on. Home loans, consumer loans, commercial and ag loans are just some of the services you can find at State Bank of Lake Park. Visit their locations in Lake Park and Hitterdal, or visit them online at www.statebankoflakepark.com.
Cleveguard Apartments, with locations in Ada, Fargo, and Halstead, wish all the area teams the best of luck. Cleveguard Apartments, with locations and apartment complexes in Ada, Fargo, and Halstead. Also with self-storage and commercial rental space in Ada. Cleveguard Apartments. Call Mark at 701-866-7794. Best of luck to all the area teams from Mark and Geraldine at Cleveguard Apartments, with locations in Ada, Fargo, and Halstead. 701-866-7794.
When you buy your propane from Lakes Community Co-op, you get the propane from the pro without the pain. The pro from Lakes Community Co-op starts with the service, monitoring systems, budget programs, online bill pay with additional services from Lakes Community Co-op. They set the tank, fill the tank, monitor and deliver propane as you need. Call 1-888-935-2281 to get propane to you from Lakes Community Co-op. For more information, visit lakescommunitycoop.com.
Welcome back inside the pregame show tonight as it's being presented to you by Solely Realty of Fosston, leading the way for real estate in Northwest Minnesota since 1968, and also being brought to you by Bitker Inc. Call Bitker Inc. 456-SHOP. That's 218-456-7467 at Bitker Inc. Getting you ready for game number 2 of the night. The second semifinal game this evening, Warren-Alvarado-Oslo and Kelliher Northome, two teams who played really well in the quarterfinal round. Kelliher Northome beating BGMR 73-68, and Warren-Alvarado-Oslo defeating the Fosston Greyhounds 61-30. Speaking of Warren-Alvarado-Oslo, a nice game that night against the Greyhounds for Macy Bowe, who poured in 14 points. Annie Peterson also had 12 points. But Coach Casey Pierce for the Warren-Alvarado-Oslo Ponies says they hang their hat on the defensive end of the floor, defense leading to offense, and that was a big key for the Fosston Greyhounds, as Coach Pierce talks more about it in our pregame coaches interviews, brought to you by the Border Bank in Clearbrook and also by River's Edge Insurance Agency of Halstead. So here is our pregame coaches conversation with head coach Casey Pierce of the Warren-Alvarado-Oslo Ponies. Coach Casey Pierce of Warren-Alvarado-Oslo joins us on the pregame show tonight. And Coach, congratulations making it here to the semifinal round, not the subsection this year. You beat Fosston in the quarterfinal round handily, 30-plus points, but you knew a lot about the Greyhounds. You played them not that long ago.
Yeah, we knew that we had to stick on Lexi Mellon, know where she was at. Annie Peterson, she did a great job playing defense against her, but we also have our help defense. We got smart girls that know where she's at. So I thought we did a great job with our game strategy.
All right, and so when you were headed into that game, was it all a focus on Lexi Mellon on the inside, or what were some other keys against the Greyhounds?
I'd say the most part it was a focus on her, but it was also stressed that we play our game. We play defense first, we rebound hard, and then we get rewarded on the offensive end. And the girls have really bought into that all season long. We haven't swayed away from playing our game, and that's what they're doing, exactly that. So hopefully tonight that's the same message, and we're going to be confident, and we're going to stay strong with what we know and what we do best, and that's first play defense.
You play the Kelliher Northome Mustangs tonight. They played a gritty game versus BGMR this last Saturday. You didn't play the Mustangs in the regular season, so what have you seen on film as far as a scouting report goes on that?
You know, we've had the opportunity to just watch them on Saturday. So we had a kind of a feel just being in the same gym. We played them two and 3 years ago. They were on our schedule. Some of the same players still playing now, just 2 years younger, but definitely they've improved. They're a good, strong bunch of basketball players, and you know, we're gonna have to keep them in front of us because they like to attack the basket hard, and we can't allow any second shots because that's gonna hurt us.
If it turns into, which I'm anticipating, a physical, gritty type of game, how do the Ponies stack up with that?
Yeah, I think we match up really well with them size wise. But like you said, it's probably gonna get gritty. It's gonna be a grind. But it's gonna be who can handle hard the best. And for the longest, I think. So you know, we just keep stressing to our girls, play our game. Stick with it. You gotta play it for the full 36 minutes.
Coach Pierce wearing a bright orange blazer. Is there an overall record, some luck, superstition? What do you got with the bright orange on tonight?
You know, I always try to give the girls just something to, you know, maybe smile about. I have worn this blazer a few times, but I got white pants on tonight, so it's an extra perk. But they, you know, we always just try to find some fun in it too, and I want them to know that I'm in it too. You know, that's my game day routine is to, you know, I have a game day routine, and I have, you know, as far as tournaments go, I like to dress up a little bit more and show them that I'm in it just as much as they are, and you know, just bring some fun into it, bring some smiles, and we want to celebrate each other and really play with joy, because that's what it's all about. If we can play with that, we're doing a lot of things right.
All right, sounds good, Coach. Thanks for the time. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
And that was head coach Casey Pierce of the Warren-Alvarado-Oslo Ponies joining us on the pregame show tonight with our pregame coaches interviews, brought to you by the River's Edge Insurance Agency in Halstead, and also brought to you by your friends over at the Border Bank in Clearbrook. Warren-Alvarado-Oslo a win in the quarterfinals over the Fosston Greyhounds. 61-30 was the final score that night, and the Ponies trying to get back to the section championship game for the first time since 2022, and the last championship victory section section championship for Warren-Alvarado-Oslo came back in the 2011-2012 season. We'll talk history about both of these two teams here in a little bit as Coach Kevin Waldo was able to chat with us some prior to our pregame conversation. That is on the way next. Game number 2 of the night in the semifinals of the Section 8A girls basketball tournament, Kelliher Northome and Warren-Alvarado-Oslo, right here on yourliveevent.com, 96.7 FM KKCQ and Garden Valley TV.
Performance Ag west of Borup is locally owned and operated and ready to serve the area farmer. They offer these products for the upcoming season: seed, chemicals, dry and liquid fertilizer, and application services. When we're talking seed from Performance Ag, they'll provide growers with corn, soybean, sunflower, small grain, sugar beet, or other seed that you plant on your farm. Thank you for your business from Performance Ag west of Borup.
Benedictine Mission Coordinator has a great move-in special. For a limited time, you can save $5,000 when you move in. That's $1,000 off your first 4 months of rent, and the $1,000 move-in fee is waived. Your rent at Benedictine Mission Coordinator covers 3 meals a day, home and yard maintenance, indoor access to Essentia Health Clinic and Benedictine Therapy Services, and much more. To schedule an appointment, call Benedictine Mission Court at 218-784-5250. Save $5,000 with this move-in special.
Halstead Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neilsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsborough, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argusville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today.
Grow with us. Build with us. Ada Building Center, LLC. They offer estimates and drafting on homes, houses, shops, lake cabins, garages, and more. From start to finish, thank you for choosing Ada Building Center, LLC for your building material needs. 218-784-3661. Ada Building Center, LLC, Highway 200 East Edge, Ada. To see their latest building projects, visit their Facebook page.
Welcome back inside the pregame show tonight as it's being brought to you by Bitker Inc. Call them today at 218-456-7467. That's Bitker Inc. at 456-SHOP. Pregame show also brought to you by Solely Realty of Boston, leading the way for real estate in Northwest Minnesota since 1968. I'm Dawson Peterson, bringing you tonight's game coverage on KKCQ, yourliveevent.com, and on Garden Valley TV as we continue the pregame show with our pregame coaches conversations brought to you by the Border Bank in Clearbrook and Rivers Edge Insurance Agency of Halstead. Here's our conversation with head coach Kevin Waldo of the Kelliher Northome Mustangs. Hey, Coach, thanks for joining us on the pregame show tonight. And a win in the quarterfinal round against the Badger Greenbush Middle River Gators. Tight game certainly wasn't like it was in the regular season, but it seemed like it turned out to be your guys' style of basketball. Physical play, nitty-gritty down the stretch, and you pull out the win.
Yeah, we found a way. Badger played a heck of a game, and they were able to play tough and execute their game, and somehow we found a way in the last minute to get a couple stops and a couple turnovers and capitalize on the line and make a couple baskets when we just struggled most of the day getting the ball to go through the hoop. But in the end, the girls are resilient and found a way.
At 2 minutes to go in the game, you find yourselves down by 5. What was the message to the girls at that point? Seems like they didn't blink as you outscored the Gators 9-0 in the final 2 minutes.
It was just keep your head up, keep making sure that we're making the plays, playing defense. A minute and a half is a ton of time, especially with the shot clock. And if you can get a couple stops, couple baskets, you can get right back in a game, even if you're down by 5. And just to keep them positive and keep them with that mindset, and it worked out.
In the semifinals tonight against Warren-Alvarado-Oslo, a team you didn't see in the regular season, but you certainly saw them play against Boston on Saturday. What did you see from the Ponies that's going to make the matchup difficult tonight?
They're similar to us, I think, from watching the film and watching them the other night. They're fast, they're quick, they're not tall, but they're aggressive to the ball. They're aggressive rebounding. So I think it should be a good matchup, a fun matchup. Both teams are pretty similar. Both teams are playing well. So I think that if we come out and execute our game and they do too, it's going to be a kind of a back and forth, punch by punch kind of game. And there's going to be runs back and forth, but we're going to have to just make sure that we can hold on and not get too high, too low.
Yeah, it's interesting too. The ponies. It seems like everybody's almost built the same. There's 5'7", 5'8", 5'9" across the board. Anything maybe on the inside with your guys' speed to get to the rim that you can take advantage of.
Yeah, I think just opening it up, getting the ball in and then back out, moving them around, getting them to move is probably the biggest thing. Something we didn't do very well against Badger. Something we're kind of looking to take advantage of to get the ball in. If we're able to have the size and have the position, we can go to the basket. If not, kick it back out for an open shot and let our shooters shoot.
Sounds good, Coach. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
And that was head coach Kevin Waldo of the Kelliher Northome Mustangs joining us on the pregame show tonight. Our pregame coaches interviews brought to you by the Border Bank in Clearbrook. When it comes to community banking, Border Bank of Clearbrook does it better than the rest, understanding their significant role in the community as an engine to spur economic growth. Pregame conversations also brought to you by Rivers Edge Insurance Agency of Halstead. Lori, Emily, and the team at Rivers Edge Insurance can help coach you and your family for your insurance needs. Continuing the Bitker Inc. pregame show tonight, taking a look at Warren-Alvarado-Oslo and Kelliher Northome. A little history for both of these two teams. Talking with Coach Kevin Waldo prior to our on-air interview, he was telling me about his squad and really the history of Kelliher Northome. As far back as he can remember, they've never reached the section championship as Kelliher Northome. Last year was the furthest they got in the section playoffs, where they reached the East subsection championship against the Foston Greyhounds. The Greyhounds would, of course, end up winning the section. And then, of course, this year now for Kelliher Northome, it's not the subsection championship because we're cross-bracketing. That started in the quarterfinals. Kelliher Northome from the East, Warren-Alvarado-Oslo from the West. So this is just the semifinals. But either way, this is the furthest Kelliher Northome has ever been in section play. Back in the late 70s for the Mustangs, guess what? Coach Kevin Waldo's mom was the head coach for, I believe he said, Kelliher before they co-opted, but then after 1978, they came together as Kelliher Northome to form the co-op of the Mustangs. For Warren-Alvarado-Oslo, they were in a similar position 3 years ago. A chance to head into the section championship. They did in 2022. They would end up losing to Cass Lake Bena in the championship game. The Panthers that year played in a double overtime game against Fertile Beltrami, but it was Cass Lake Bena winning the section championship in 2022, 71-53. The last time the Ponies won a section title, the 2011-2012 season, the Ponies would go 26-5, and they lost in the first round of the state playoffs that year. That was before Coach Casey Pierce's time for Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. So a little history for the Ponies and the Mustangs coming into tonight. We're going to take a timeout, continue with the pregame show on the other side of our break as we take a look at the section bracket as these two teams get ready to play for a section title, or rather a spot in the section title against the Sacred Heart Eagles, who beat Mahnomen-Waban earlier here tonight. The Bitker Inc. and Solely Realty of Boston pregame show continues after this on KKCQ and YourLiveEvent.com.
Hi, this is Val from Ada Borup West. I want to say thank you for the support of the Ada Borup West School. The students, staff, administration, and leaders in the school are working together every day to make sure that the students are given every opportunity to succeed, and that is made possible from the support that the community has offered. From the Booster Club to the many other organizations and groups that have come together, thank you from all of us at Ada Borup West School, home of the Cougars.
What's going on today?
I've got a planter in the shop, and I had the guys from Agassiz Precision Ag come over and do an inspection.
You upgrading systems or working on maintenance?
Both, actually. We walked some fields last summer and found areas where we can improve. So we are installing Delta Force and some new opening discs.
I bet we're in the same boat. I should give them a call.
Yep, they'll come out and look over the planter with you and put a plan together. They are the guys I go to for answers.
Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Call 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
And also welcoming back our viewers on yourliveevent.com. Section 8A girls basketball semifinals. It's Kelliher Northome, the number 1 seed from the East, and Warren-Alvarado-Oslo, the number 2 seed from the West. I'm Dawson Peterson, bringing you tonight's game coverage as we get to our starting lineups, brought to you by Hugo's Family Marketplace and Hugo's Express in Boston, and also brought to you by West Main Pizza of Ada and the Rail District at Dilworth. Like them on Facebook. More than just pizza, westmainpizza.net. Pre-game show tonight brought to you by Solely Realty of Boston and Bitker Inc. As we get to the starting lineups, the winner tonight will play East Grand Forks Sacred Heart in the section championship, who beat Mahnomen-Waban 67-51 earlier this tonight. 67-51 was the final score with Mahnomen-Waban and Sacred Heart. Sean Bierk trying to read my handwriting, confirming the score between the T-Birds and the Eagles. 67-51, the Eagles were there. You have a spot in the section championship, and the winner of this one will play in the championship. Let's get to the starting lineups. First for the Warren-Alvarado-Oslo Ponies, under head coach Casey Pierce. The Ponies starting 5, senior number 1 is Regan Mortimer, freshman number 2, Macy Bowe, junior number 4, Annie Peterson, junior number 5 is Markel Peterson, and senior number 20 is Ava Oberg. Head coach for Warren-Alvarado-Oslo is Casey Pierce. Assistant coaches are Todd Mortimer and David Duran. Starting 5 now for the Kelliher Northome Mustangs. Junior number 0, Kate Thayer. Sophomore number 5 is Kenna Lateral. Junior number 11, Allie Lundeen. Junior number 34, Kylie Binkley. And junior number 42 is Charlie Hallstrom. Head coach for Kelliher Northome is Kevin Waldo. Assistant coaches are Bob Steuben and Rachel Spray. Kelliher Northome will be in their home black and blue uniforms. The style of game they played against BGMR, a black and blue game. That's how the Mustangs winning by 5. And for the Warren-Alvarado-Oslo Ponies, they're going to be in their away white uniforms, white, black, and orange. And head coach Casey Pierce will be pacing the sidelines in her blaze orange blazer on the far side of the field. Ponies will run from left to right. Mustangs will gallop from right to left here to start this first half. I'm Dawson Peterson with the coverage tonight on your live event, KKCQ and Garden Valley TV. Sean Bierk behind the camera as we flip rolls here for game number 2. The winner off to the section championship to play East Grand Forks Sacred Heart, and we are underway from Ralph Engelstad Arena. Possession number 1 belonging to Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. Macy Bowe, the freshman, dribbles it out top, fires it over to the right wing to Markel Peterson. Up to the top, Mortimer had a big quarterfinal round game. Into the left corner as it gets flipped around to Bowe. Right-handed dribble, spins her way down in the mid-post area, nearly got tied up, flipped it back out to the wing. Drive and kick, top of the key 3, tipped and a rebound down. Nice defense that time by Kelliher Northome. Hallstrom came up with a rebound. Brings it into the front court for possession number 1 of the game. All the way down to the rim. Binkley couldn't get it to go. It was deflected. Rebound brought in by Bowe. And here comes Warren-Alvarado-Oslo from left to right. Bowe across the center line over to the left wing to Oberg. Looks inside, doesn't have it. Tosses it to Markel Peterson at the top. Had it poked away. Runs it down near the logo. Right-handed dribble. And now a foul called against Kate Thayer, who's just a little too aggressive there. Defensively, the first foul against Thayer and the first overall against Kelliher Northome. No score, 17:09 first half. Pony basketball, Annie Peterson inbounding on the near sideline, has to get it in. Lobs it out to Markel Peterson, who fires it to the left side, and it's thrown into the left corner to Annie Peterson. Baseline drive, left hand, finds a little space up the window. Annie Peterson for 2. First points of the game belong to Warren-Alvarado-Oslo, 2-0. Lynn Flores Insurance Agency and Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard. Mustang basketball. Thayer near the top of the key, over to the right wing. Allie Lundeen, right-handed drive all the way to the cup, and a whistle and a foul and a push against Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. 2 free throws upcoming for Allie Lundeen, who in the quarterfinal round had 22 points, make that 16 points and 3 rebounds. 3 players for the Mustangs in double figures in the quarterfinals against BGMR. 2 free throws coming for Allie Lundeen as the Ponies are yet to score here in the first half. First free throw on the way, and that's off the heel, no good. The foul against Warren-Alvarado-Oslo went on Markel Peterson, her first, team's first of the half. The second free throw for Lundeen is up, and that one's in as Lundeen goes 1 of 2 from the stripe. First points of the game for Kelliher Northome. It's 2-1. Pony basketball into the front court, whipped inside. Mortimer can't finish on the right side. It rolls off the rim, and Hallstrom comes down with the rebound. A foul down on the baseline after the rebound. Wasn't a jump ball. The foul against Ava Oberg, her first and the team's second. So the officials right away in this one putting a quick stop to a few balls where the Ponies and Mustangs try to tie each other up, but a whistle that time, a foul. Entry pass starting the offense. Hallstrom kicks it back out to the top. 3 from Thayer is off the mark. Too strong. Rebound underneath, and this time it is a jump ball and a tie-up as Lundeen got tied up with, that was Macy Bow on the inside, rather Oberg, and the basketball stays with Kelliher Northome. Mustangs inbounding from the right side of the lane. Binkley to throw it in, and it's stolen away by Annie Peterson. Off and running in a 2-on-1 across the lane. Markel Peterson gets tied up, falls over to her backside, and that's because she got pushed by the Mustangs, and it's the second team foul against Kelliher Northome. And the first on Kenna Lateral, and the team's second. 16-18 first half, 2-1. Ponies by 1 of Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. Oberg in the right corner. Pony basketball screening for the inbounder. Bow tees one up from the right corner, and that's in. The freshman Bow with her first 3-pointer, and when Warren-Alvarado-Oslo gets hot from downtown, certainly not at that point yet, they can be tough to stop. It's 5-1 after their first made 3. Lundeen spinning her way into the front court, down to the left baseline, finds Hallstrom into the paint, had the basketball ripped away, and a foul called against Warren-Alvarado-Oslo, and Pony fans don't like it. Neither does Coach Casey Pierce, who is calling for a jump ball. The foul against Ava Oberg is her second, so she's going to have to sub off. Sophomore Hannah Strobel into the game for the first time for the Ponies. Mustangs will inbound on the left side of the lane. 5-1, 4-point advantage early for Warren-Alvarado-Oslo, who beat Foston by 31 points in the quarterfinals. Inbounds to Thayer, middle of the paint, skies up, brings it down, misses the shot, and the rebound brought in by Warren-Alvarado-Oslo's Annie Peterson, who slows it down, leaves it off to Bow, the freshman, down the near right sideline into the front court. Left side into the corner, Mortimer. Deeper into the corner this time to Strobel. Triple threat, dribbles it up the wing, hands it off to a teammate, Bow, the freshman. Tight in the corner, avoids a double team. Up to Annie Peterson on the wing, goes baseline, spinning her way in, almost lost it into the right corner. Mortimer for 3, and that's too long. Offensive rebound on the opposite side. Second chance for the Ponies inside. Floater high off the glass. Rattles in by Markel Peterson. A bunny from right in front, and it's all Warren-Alvarado-Oslo early in front by 6. 7-1. Does Kelliher Northome have an answer here offensively? Lundeen trying to do it herself. Takes it all the way to the cup, and she got hit on her way up in a foul against the Ponies. As that goes on Markel Peterson, her second, team's 4th. So for Markel Peterson and Ava Oberg, both with 2 first-half fouls, as the first free throw from Lundeen is up and good. Marcus into the game for the first time for Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. Lundeen with 2 points, make it 3 as she cashes in on a pair of free throws. Starts 3 of 4 from the line, 7-3. The lead nearly cut in half. Has all 3 points for Kelliher Northome. Here comes Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. The freshman Bow on the far left side. Coach Kevin Waldo pacing the sideline with his arms crossed to his chest. Regan Mortimer on the left side for the Ponies. Brings it across back to Peterson on the right. Bounce pass inside the paint and didn't have it. It's turned over. Stolen away by the Mustangs. 3-on-2 the other way. Defense has numbers. Lob pass over the top, and they take advantage as the Ponies steal it away. Turnover number 2. Racing into the front court now. Kenley Marcus with the right-handed dribble. Fires it to the left side. Peterson back to the right. Lost by the Ponies, and then a long 2 from 17 rattles in just outside the right elbow. Kenley Marcus for 2. And it's 9-3. Warren-Alvarado-Oslo by 6 points, 14-25 to play in the first half. Here's Kelliher Northome with Binkley. Lines up a three. Off the heel, too deep. Offensive rebound. Lundeen put back in a foul, and Allie Lundeen right back to the stripe. Active on the offensive glass. 2 more free throws coming for Allie Lundeen. And these will already be her 5th and 6th free throws of the game, and she has all 3 points for Kelliher Northome so far in the first half. Staggered stance, right foot in front of the left for Lundeen, and she rolls the first one off the right side of the rim, no good. Lundeen, one of 3 players in double figures for the Mustangs in the quarterfinals with 16 points. Second free throw is up and in. Perfect. For Allie Lundeen, who has 4 first-half points, all 4 the points for Kelliher Northome as they trail by 5. 14:05 first half. Pony basketball out near the top of the key. Bow fires it to Mortimer on the left side. Right-handed dribble. Check that. That's Annie Peterson. Screen and roll to Mortimer. Back out to Peterson. Tipped and turned over. Picked up by Kelliher Northome's Lundeen. Thayer touches it to Hallstrom, running the floor, and she misses the left-handed layup on the left side. And the Ponies come down with a rebound. They're off and running the other way to the north end of Ralph Engelstad Arena. Bounce pass left side, and it's Mortimer finishing for 2 off the window. 11-4. Back and forth we go as both teams trade turnovers and a couple missed baskets. The Ponies take advantage that time. Thayer all the way to the rim with the right hand. Puts it in. Kate Thayer makes it 11-6. The deficit now cut to 5 as the Mustangs try to keep it close here early as the Ponies are up by 5. Timeout called by head coach Casey Pierce of Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. A 30-second timeout. We're back after this on KKCQ and YourLiveEvent.com.
American Crystal Sugar Company, with their 4,000-plus employees and shareholders, are deeply rooted in the communities of the Red River Valley. They're committed to the sustainability and growth of their business and to improving lives in the places where we work and live by investing in people, our communities, and the future of American Crystal Sugar. Visit crystalsugar.com to learn more about scholarships, grants, volunteerism, donations, and more through the Community Roots American Crystal Giving Program. Growing strong community roots. American Crystal Sugar Company.
Coming out of the timeout, brought to you by Freedom Fuel and Shine in Ada. It's 11-6. Warren-Alvarado-Oslo on top of Kelliher Northome by 5 points. Timeout's also brought to you by the Fosston A&W, Highway 2 West in Fosston. Marcus on the right side of the floor for the Ponies, up towards the top. Mortimer fires it over to the left wing to Bow. Dribbles in, back up top to Strobel. Tosses right side. Annie Peterson, triple threat, ripping around. Has some space as she slides to her left, doesn't take it. Bounce pass to Mortimer out by the logo. Shot clock to 8. Left side, Marcus lost the basketball and it's turned over. Picked up by the Mustangs. Picked up by Lateral. Kelliher Northome the other way. Player falls down. Scoop layup misses by Lundeen. And a rebound for Hannah Strobel. Back to Annie Peterson for the Ponies. Mortimer running the floor on the left side. Left it well short. Thayer the rebound. Mortimer missed the bunny. Thayer back the other way. Right to left for Kelliher Northome. On the right block. A little push off. No whistle. And Thayer finishes for 2. 11-8. Every single Pony fan here at Engelstad Arena wanted an offensive foul. They don't get it. 12:27 to play first half. 11-8. Warren-Alvarado-Oslo by 3. Peterson all the way to the rim inside the paint. The junior Annie Peterson goes up, draws a foul, and 2 free throws coming for Annie Peterson of Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. The foul goes on Charlie Hallstrom of Kelliher Northome, her first, and the team's third, and 2 free throws upcoming for Annie Peterson, who had 12 points in the quarterfinals against the Fosston Greyhounds. First free throw by Peterson, up and off the mark, off the left side. So it'll stay at a 3-point deficit. Markel Peterson ready to check in. She'll come in for Annie. Peterson spelled different. Annie with a T, Markel with a D. As Markel puts up the free throw, and that rolls off the right side. No good. So Peterson goes 0 of 2 from the stripe. Here comes Kelliher Northome. A 3 would tie. Left wing, lateral. Here's the tie. Binkley, that's in. 11-11. Kylie Binkley with the 3-pointer. 12:05 to go in the first half. Here comes Warren-Alvarado-Oslo towards the north end of Ralph Engelstad Arena. Bow on the drive, pulls it out on the left wing up to Annie Peterson at the top. Triple threat, gets to her right hand, spins inside the dome, all the way to the rim. Contact, whistle, blocking foul against Charlie Hallstrom of Kelliher Northome. And that's the second on Hallstrom. Team's fourth, and 2 free throws upcoming as Hallstrom is sort of holding onto her knees, bent over at the waist, trying to catch her breath, and she might have got a knee to the ribs from Annie Peterson, drawing the foul, and Annie Peterson at the stripe. for 2 more free throws, was 0 of 2 just moments ago. Now she starts 0 of 3 from the line in this one. Emma Wang checks in for the first time for Kelliher Northome in an 11-11 tie with 11:53 left to go in the first half. Second free throw by Annie Peterson is up and also no good. That one too strong. Lundin the rebound. Peterson starts 0 of 4 from the line. Long outlet pass on the right side to Kate Thayer. Deep in the corner. Back up to Lundin at the top. Whips it into the left wing now. Deep into the corner. Lateral. Back up to Binkley from downtown. Back to back triples. Kylie Binkley has 6 points. And the first lead of the game for Kelliher Northome. It's 14-11. 11.5 left to play in the first frame. Pony basketball with a left-handed, now right-handed dribble. Macy Bow into the right corner through the hands of Marcus and turned over. Loose ball picked up by lateral of Kelliher Northome. Mustangs across the timeline into the left corner. Binkley right-handed dribble up the wing. Baseball pass back to Thayer. Left corner 3. High Archer is off the mark. Might have been deflected. A tie-up on the rebound with Wang and Mortimer, and the basketball goes to Warren-Alvarado-Oslo as the Ponies have the possession arrow. Peterson and Oberg back in for the Ponies. This time Markel Peterson on the floor. After the jump ball, it is Warren-Alvarado-Oslo basketball. Make-A-Wish, 11-11 on the game clock. Too late, 11-10. 14-11. Mustangs in front by 3. Winner off to the section championship to play Sacred Heart on Friday. Mortimer on the left wing for the Ponies. Lob pass. Peterson, who cut in, throws it back out to the corner. To Marcus, back up top, right wing, into the corner to Oberg on the right side. Long skip pass, and she didn't have enough on it. It's turned over. Thayer the other direction to the left, and in transition, Kate Thayer has 6 points. 16-11, and that triggers another Warren-Alvarado-Oslo timeout. With 10:44 to play in the first half, the Mustangs making a run as they're in front by 5. 16-11, a full timeout. We're back after this on KKCQ, YourLiveEvent.com, and Garden Valley TV.
This is Drew Ness, your local ag business banker at American Federal Bank in Ada. Over my nearly 2-decade career, I've prided myself on being a relationship lender, listening to my customers, and providing custom-tailored solutions based on their financial goals. With true local decision-making done right here in the Red River Valley, you can be sure American Federal Bank will be with you every step of the way. Call 784-7121 or stop by the office and visit with me, Drew Ness, your local experienced ag business banker at American Federal Bank in Ada, member FDIC.
Bears Home Solutions is the Red River Valley's premier HVAC and plumbing company. Our team of friendly, licensed professionals has delivered top-notch service to the Red River Valley since 1978. Bears Home Solutions is the only name you need to know when it comes to heating, cooling, and plumbing installation, service, or repair. When you want it done right the first time, you need a Bear in there.
Welcome back to Ralph Engelstad Arena at 16-11. Coming out of that timeout from Casey Pierce and Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. They're down by 5. Looking for an answer here offensively, and that's not going to do it. A pass fire to the left side off the left hand of Oberg. Turnover number 6 as it goes out of bounds. It's been a 12-0 Kelliher Northome run to take the 16-11 lead. And the Ponies now trying to put the clamps on defensively and get the basketball back. Fired into the left corner. Kate Thayer, right-handed dribbled. Rather Lundin. Shovel pass across the lane. And, we don't trade turnovers. Looked like it went off the hands of lateral that time. It's going to stay with Kelliher Northome. 10-18 first half. Mustangs by 5. 16-11 inbounds. Binkley out towards Thayer. Inside. Pass went behind Thayer. Rather Lundin to Thayer. Trying to tell them apart. Turnover number 3. Here comes Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. The freshman Bow with a right-hander dribble into the front court. Down to the right block on that pass was intercepted. It was tipped. Looking for Kenley Marcus. Another Pony turnover. Lundin into the front court, and now a Mustang turnover as Lundin throws it away. Marcus the other way with the left hand. Goes right into the body of lateral. Doesn't take it. Out to the top. Reversal towards Bow. Right wing. Mortimer the triple. Rattles it in. Regan Mortimer with 5 points, and it's 16-14, and that's a big basket the Ponies needed to stop a little bit of bleeding there. But it's now a 2-point game after allowing a 12-0 Mustang run. Kelliher Northome basketball. Lundin into the left corner. Thayer. Entry pass to Wang. The freshman bounce pass across the lane. Lateral a little too strong. Rebound out of bounds. Last touched by Macy Bow down on the baseline. Not quite to the midway point here of the first half. 9:25 to play. 16-14 Kelliher Northome by a deuce. Winner to the section championship for the first time in a long time for both squads on Friday. Lateral drives in for the Mustangs. Puts one high off the window on the right side. Missed it. And Bo down with a rebound for Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. A couple of bodies hit the deck in the backcourt as Marcus brings it across the timeline from left to right. Finds Bo shuffling into the front court to the right wing. Tosses it to Markel Peterson, spins her way in to Marcus in the right corner. Double team, avoids it, back to Markel up on the wing. Closed out by Wang. Markel all the way to the rim, lost it, picks it up, throws it off the bottom of the backboard and out of bounds, but it was blocked out of bounds by Kelliher Northome. Ponies for Warren-Alvarado-Oslo keep the possession with 8:56 left to go in the first half. Kelliher Northome by 2, 16-14, Lynn Forest Insurance Agency and Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard. Annie Peterson back into the game for Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. Inbounds goes into the corner. Annie Peterson around the arc to the left wing. Marcus deep in the corner to Bo. Double team. Back to Mortimer. Dribbles out of a double team. Shot clock to 3. Middle of the paint to Bo. Has to put it up. Spinning over her right shoulder. Misses it. Comes up short. And they thought it was a shot clock violation. And Wang barely hung on to the basketball after the rebound. Here come the Mustangs. Binkley out up top. Right wing. 3. Around and off that time by Lateral. Offensive rebound for Wang. Her second. Put back misses. But a whistle and a travel call. Wang gets called for the walk that time of Kelliher Northome. Turnover number 5 of the first half. Pony basketball, who trails by 2, 16-14, can tie the game or take the lead with a 3. Into the right corner, Oberg tries to go baseline. Doesn't get it. Up to the wing. Peterson through her hands, runs it down in between the circle. Spins her way to the free throw line. Now inside the paint. Puts up a runner from 7 feet. Well too strong. Lateral clears the rebound for Kelliher Northome. The Mustangs trying to push a slim margin. Leading by 2, 16-14. Over to the left wing, Lundeen. Peeked at the rim. Hesitation. Drives in. Entry to the right block. Lateral back out to the wing. Lundeen lines one up, and it ticks off the front of the rim, and the long rebound deflected out of bounds. Picked up by one of the Pony coaches on the far side of the floor. And the officials now looking at each other as it's going to be last touched by Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. Kelliher Northome keeps the basketball on their own offensive end. Markel Peterson back onto the floor for the Ponies. Mustangs trying to take advantage of the rebound out of bounds as the shot clock goes to 20 seconds. Thayer controls at the top of the key. Right-handed dribble. Make it Lundeen. Backdoor to Thayer. Missed it short. Rebound to Oberg. 5-on-4 as Thayer is slow to get up. Crossing over into the front court. Annie Peterson tipped away from behind. And a turnover off the jump ball. Kylie Binkley ties up. Peterson rather on the far side, and the basketball goes back to Kelliher Northome. Great defense that time by Kelliher Northome to get the jump ball turnover. And the Mustangs lead by 2, 16-14 with 7.5 to go in the game. Into the right corner, Lateral, make it the first half. Down to Binkley, back to Lateral, puts up a 3, not close. Rebound underneath. Thayer, reverse layup, putback left it short. Here, another offensive rebound, and this time the putback is in. 8 points, 3 rebounds for Kate Thayer. The lead is now 4 for Kelliher Northome with 7:10 to play in the first half. Pony basketball, Peterson trying to spin her away and has her pocket picked by Thayer. And the right-handed finish for Kate Thayer is not going to make it as she missed it. Gets her own rebound, misses again, but she got fouled. Markel Peterson was running on her hip, contested the layup from Kate Thayer. And it's the 3rd on Markel Peterson and the team's 6th of the half. So 2 free throws coming for Kate Thayer. These are her first free throws of the game. 8 points, 4 rebounds so far for the junior. First free throw up and hits hard off the front. Peterson and Strobel back in for the Ponies. Hallstrom and August Poxleitner onto the floor. Poxleitner on the floor for the first time tonight. 4-point Kelliher Northome lead, 18-14. Second free throw by Thayer is nothing but net. 9 points for Kate Thayer as she goes 1 of 2 from the stripe. And the Mustangs in front by 5, 19-14. Ball into the right corner to Annie Peterson. Tried to feed it to the inside, deflected out of bounds. And Pony basketball on their own offensive end. Macy Bowe to trigger it in. Well outside the right side of the lane. Looks towards the middle. Doesn't have it. Lobs it out to Annie Peterson. Just outside the wing, dribbles it up to the top, now over to the left side of the floor, picks up her dribble. Thayer hounding her, bounce past Mortimer in the left corner, fakes middle, goes baseline, doesn't have it. Spins her way back up to the wing, to Marcus, to the free throw line, and she turns it over. Stolen away by Thayer. Back-to-back steals, and another layup for Kate Thayer. 11 points for Kate Thayer, and it's 21-14. Kelliher Northome by 7. Pony basketball, needing a big basket, pocket pass, not there, nearly turned over a jump ball. It stays with Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. Macy Bow, a high pick and roll with Hannah Strobel, tried to squeeze in the pocket pass to Strobel. It was tipped, almost turned over. Bristol Binkley in for the first time tonight, the 8th grader for Kelliher Northome. She comes onto the floor. Pony basketball in their own offensive side. Marcus up the wing, in between the circles, picks up her dribble. Back to Annie Peterson on the logo. To the left side of the floor, picks it up, fires it to Mortimer on the right wing. Down to the baseline with Bow, left-handed dribble inside the block, off 1 foot, rolls off the rim, offensive rebound far side. Annie Peterson inside the painted area, fires it to Mortimer, a right wing, 3 misses. Long rebound into the far corner. Strobel picks it up, double teamed, and now throws it off the leg of Binkley. And the Ponies keep the basketball. 6:02 left to go in the first half. Kelliher Northome by 7 points, 21-14. The winner off to the section championship game for Kelliher Northome would be the first time ever for Warren-Alvarado-Oslo, the first time since 2022. Nice move by Mortimer on the inside, lost it, picks up her dribble now as an offensive rebound, triple teamed on the baseline, and now she throws it away. Mortimer, a nice move, sloppy with the basketball. Otherwise, she would have had an easy 2. Binkley all the way to the rim, puts it up and fouled. Kylie Binkley from the right side is going to get a pair of free throws. The foul that time against Hannah Strobel, her first. Now the team 7th, and Kelliher Northome will be in the 1-1 for the rest of the 5:46 remaining in the first half. Binkley rolls in the first free throw. 7 points for Kylie Binkley, and it's an 8-point Kelliher Northome lead, 22-14. Second free throw also in as Binkley goes 2 of 2 from the stripe. 8 points for Binkley, and it's 23-14. Kelliher Northome by 9. Bow back into the front court with a right-handed dribble for the Ponies. Hand off to Annie Peterson. Up to the top, inside, Marcus. Bounce pass to the baseline. Strobel flips it to the left corner. 3 is up off the heel by Bow. Offensive rebound. Back out to Bow in the corner. It was Annie Peterson, the rebound, and Bow all the way to the rim. Finishes with the right hand. That's a big basket by Warren-Alvarado-Oslo as they were stuck on 14 points. Back near that 9.5-minute mark. 23-16. Mustangs still lead this time. It's been cut to 7. Right elbow entry. That goes to number 42, Hallstrom. Handoff on the far side to Binkley. Leaves it off to the left corner, Bristol Binkley, and she tries to go back to her teammate in Kylie Binkley, who hit the deck. And my assumption is sisters. I haven't asked, but one of the Binkleys threw it away. That time it was Bristol Binkley committing the turnover, looking for Kylie as it goes out of bounds. And can the Ponies take advantage in a big final 5 minutes of the half? Down by 7, 23-16. Bow in between the circles on the right side of the floor, into the left corner. Markel Peterson dribbles it up the wing, and Kate Thayer gets called for a reach-in foul. Thayer, a really good defender for Kelliher Northome, a little too aggressive that time. As Coach Kevin Waldo doesn't even hesitate, keeps Thayer in the game. That's her second foul of the half. Team's 5th. 4:50 to play, half number 1. Kelliher Northome by 7, 23-16. Pony basketball, right corner, the freshman Bow. Dribbling it around, pounding the rock. The offensive is stagnant. Picks it up over to the left side. Markel Peterson directs traffic slightly with the left hand. Dribbles it inside, pushing off with the offhand to Mortimer. Baseline drive, right side, has it stolen away by Thayer. Another steal. Here comes Kelliher Northome. Long pass to Binkley, twisting and turning. Lost it on the baseline. Now it's picked up and out of bounds was the Ponies. Trying to go for the jump ball. That was Kenley Marcus. Had her feet on the baseline, so she's out of bounds. Mustang basketball, 4:23 remaining first half. Kelliher Northome by 7, 23-16. Trying to push it to a 10-point lead. Binkley into the right corner, make it Hallstrom. Out to Lundeen at the top. Back to the left wing, Binkley. Baseball pass, Thayer. Right wing, head fake, 2 dribbles inside. Sidestep, floater from 6 rolls in. 13 first half points for Kate Thayer, and Kelliher Northome has one of their largest leads of the game. It's 25-16, 4 minutes to play here in the first half. Out near the top of the key, inside, driving, and a whistle and a foul call. Markel Peterson took the pitch back at the top, put her head down, trying to get to the rim, and she'll draw a foul against Kelliher Northome, that time on Allie Lundeen. Her first, team sixth. 2 free throws coming for Markel Peterson from the Bagley Co-op Association free throw line. Peterson puts up the first free throw in a deep knee bend, a slight jump, leaves it off the front of the rim. Ava Oberg back into the game for Warren-Alvarado-Oslo, who trails by 9 points. Markel Peterson with just 2 points here in the first half, puts up the free throw and also leaves that one short. Warren-Alvarado-Oslo 0 of 6 from the line here in this first half as Binkley clears the rebound. Mustangs bring it across the logo. Right wing, August Poxleitner drives in, slices her way, leaves it off to Hallstrom, who banks it in for 2. Right in front of the rim, Charlie Hallstrom ready and waiting for 2. 27-16, largest lead of the game for the Mustangs. It's 11. Ponies looking for an answer offensively. Marcus around to the left wing. Markel Peterson slices her way to the cup, puts up a wild floater that's off the mark. Oberg an offensive rebound. Out to Bowe, to the top of the key, nothing but net. Macy Bowe from downtown makes it 27-19, a big basket and a second chance opportunity that time by the Ponies with 3:10 to play in the first half. Lundeen from straightaway short off the front, and a long rebound picked up by Markel Peterson. Ponies trying to make a late run with 3 minutes to play. Marcus behind the defense, long pass through her hands and out of bounds. Double figures in turnovers for Warren-Alvarado-Oslo here in this first half with 12. That number cut in half by Kelliher Northome with just 6. Mustang basketball, 3 minutes to play first half. They lead by 8, 27-19. Thayer brings it across the timeline from right to left, over to the left wing to Hallstrom. Patiently waiting, bounce pass inside the paint, finding a teammate, and Poxleitner, and a layup on the right side is too strong. Oh, the rebound. Here comes Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. Dribbles it out of the trap spot, up on the wing. To Oberg, right back to Bowe. Raises her left hand high in the air to call out a play here in the half court as the Ponies trail by 8. Marcus at the top. Looks left, doesn't have it. Goes back to the right. Bowe open for 3 in the corner. Off the heel as it goes in and out. Rebound on the far side. It's Oberg who gets tied up with Hallstrom hitting the deck. And a jump ball and the basketball goes back to Kelliher Northome. That's the brand of basketball that the Mustangs like to play in a black and blue game against BGMR. The Mustangs were down by 5 with 2 minutes to play in the game. They pull out a win after outscoring the Gators 9-0 in the final 2 minutes. Mustangs with it here. Poxleitner in her own offensive end, the 8th grader, over to Hallstrom on the right side. Dribbles it up towards the top of the key, hands it back off to Lundeen, crosses over to her left hand, down to the left elbow, pass over the top, tip nearly turned over, tiptoeing the near sideline, Poxleitner down to the baseline, Hallstrom has to adjust, nice defense that time by Oberg on the contest, and here come the Ponies the other way from left to right, $1:45 remaining in the first half. Bowe across the timeline, pounding the rock with the right hand, tipped, runs it down out by the logo, hanging on to it, Binkley's with her defensively, right-handed dribble, Binkley staying with her. Now picks it up. Now she's got to get rid of it somewhere. Pivoting to her right, doesn't have it, goes left, finds Oberg. Defender goes by, high dribble, stolen away. Binkley the steal. Here comes Kylie Binkley all the way to the rim, off the window, too strong. Rebound by Lundeen, middle of the paint, stepping through, right-handed finishes in. 6 points, 3 rebounds for Lundeen in this first half, and the Ponies back down by 10, 29-19. 65 seconds remaining in the first half. Marcus across the timeline, near sideline, threw it away. The Ponies are just a little too cavalier-like with the basketball, and the Mustangs ready in their stance defensively as soon as the Ponies come across the midcourt stripe, and certainly giving the Ponies some fits offensively. Mustang basketball, 1:02 remaining. In front by 10. Ponies would love a stop here to keep it within 10, maybe a single-digit game if they can get a basket the other way. 3 from the right corner, and that's going to miss. Rebound run down by the half-court line, picked up by Thayer. A couple of bodies hit the deck. 5 rebounds for Thayer. 45 seconds remaining. Thayer right side of the lane, and now Thayer gets called for an offensive foul. Pushing off, falling over was Peterson. The foul on Thayer is her third. Team 7th. Player control foul. So no free throws for Warren-Alvarado-Oslo the other end. Allie Lundeen checks back into the game for Kelliher Northome. And it's 29-19, a big chance for the Ponies to try and cut it to a single-digit deficit as we head into the locker room in 33 seconds. To the right wing, Marcus. Left-handed pass up towards the top. That was tipped into the backcourt, run down by Mortimer. She has time. Brings it back across the logo from left to right. Slips out of her hands off to Annie Peterson on the right side of the floor. Shot clock to 11. Peterson spins her way inside the free throw line. Down to the left baseline. Jumper by Strobel. That comes up short from the left baseline from 13. Binkley the rebound. 10 seconds to play. Lundeen right side. Floater up short. Rebound comes down to the Ponies and Bo her fifth. They've got a push. 5 seconds to go. Go to the left. Marcus into the right corner. They're not going to get a shot off. Your first half comes to a close. Your score on the Lindfors Insurance Agency and Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard. Kelliher Northome leading Warren-Alvarado-Oslo by 10, 29-19. The halftime report from Bid It On Auctions, bididon.net, and the Lindfors Insurance Agency on the way next on KKCQ, YourLiveEvent.com, and Garden Valley TV.
I'm Molly, and I have lived here a little over 3 years now. I like the open spaces here and being able to go in and out. I like the fact that I don't have stairs or elevators. I just have most everything that I need close at hand.
The Bennett Hoagland Agency only sells and services crop insurance because each farm operation is different. John, Wayne, and Marissa strive to help you develop a cost-effective insurance plan that fits your needs. Whether it's common crops, specialty crops, livestock, or crop hail, please call or stop at the Bennett Hoagland Agency and fine-tune your risk management plan today. The Bennett Hoagland Agency, Ada and Moorhead, an equal opportunity provider.
When it comes to expert timber harvesting and land clearing, Big H Ranch of Black Duck gets the job done right. With a commitment to sustainable forestry, we provide efficient professional logging services for both residential and commercial clients. From selective harvesting to full land clearing, our experienced team ensures responsible and eco-friendly solutions to meet your needs. Need reliable logging services? Call Big H Ranch today at 218-243-2413.
You'll love these prices on Firestone all-season tires at Bitker Inc. This sweetheart sale at Bitker Inc. on Firestone all-season tires includes huge discounts. Visit with Troy at Bitker Inc., located between Ada and Halsted. Bitker Inc., 218-456-SHOP. That phone number, 218-456-7467. Sweet prices all month on Firestone all-season tires at Bitker Inc.
Lindfors Agency and Auto Owners Insurance care about the success of our local communities, businesses, and farms. We are cheering right alongside you for area students, athletes, and their achievements. We're here to celebrate your milestones and are with you through the unexpected. Our team of insurance agents is committed to helping you find a policy that fits your needs. At any of our locations, we will work with you to ensure that you and those you care about most are protected. Give us a call today at 218-435-6585 and check out our website at lindforsagency.com.
On YourLiveEvent.com and Garden Valley TV, it's a 10-point Kelliher Northome Mustang lead at the break, 29-19. That's the score on the Lindfors Insurance Agency and Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard. Game summary from the first half. It was actually Warren-Alvarado-Oslo getting out to the hot start. They led by 7, 11-4, right around the 14-minute mark, the first 4 minutes of the game. A timeout was called. Prior to Kelliher Northome, out of the timeout would go on a 12-0 scoring run to take a 5-point lead. A 12-0 run that would span about 3 minutes as they went in front 16-11. From there, another scoring run after the Ponies made it 16-14. As Kelliher Northome would make a short 5-0 run to go up 23-14, a 9-point game, and the deficit stood right around there for most of the first half after that point. So around the 7-minute mark or so, it was a double-digit 8, 9, 10-point game for the rest of the first half as Kelliher Northome leads 29-19 at the break. Winter will take on East Grand Forks Sacred Heart in the section championship on Friday. The Eagles beating Mahnomen-Waban earlier today, 67-51. This is the halftime report from Bid It On Auctions, bididon.net. And also brought to you by the Linforers Insurance Agency with locations in Fosston, Bagley, Clearbrook, Mahnomen, Ada, and Fertile, the Linforers Insurance Agency. First half numbers on the way next for Kelliher Northome and Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. Scoring and rebounding totals, Kelliher Northome in front by 10 after your first 18 minutes of play, 29-19.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
No matter the need, no matter the importance, Life Care Medical Center is here for you through it all. Find nurturing professionals providing personalized care and attention for parents and their newborns during the beginning of a new life. Find specialized surgeons giving life back to patients through a wide variety of outpatient and emergent surgeries. Find physical therapists guiding one through their most challenging times, but towards their best times. Find care close to home. Life Care Medical Center.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Welcome back to Ralph Engelstad Arena here in Thief River Falls. Game number 2 of the night in the semifinals of the Section 8A girls basketball tournament. Kelliher Northome in front by double digits, 29-19. Let's get to some first half stats brought to you by Smile Designs of Fosston as we continue the halftime report from Bid It On Auctions, bididon.net, and the Linforers Insurance Agency. Numbers first for Kelliher Northome, 13 points, 5 rebounds for Kate Thayer. 6 points, 3 rebounds for Allie Lundeen. She was 4 of 6 from the Bagley Co-op Association free throw line. Kylie Binkley had 8 points in the first half, as well as a rebound, and Charlie Hallstrom with 2 points and 3 rebounds. For Warren-Alvarado-Oslo, 5 points for Regan Mortimer, including a 3-pointer. 8 points for Macy Bowe. She also had 2 triples in the first half to go along with 5 rebounds. 2 points for Annie Peterson. 2 points for Markel Peterson, and 2 points for Kenley Marcus in the first half. 13 turnovers for Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. These are the glaring numbers. 13 turnovers for the Ponies. Kelliher Northome had 6 first-half turnovers. And then from the Bagley Co-op Association free throw line, Kelliher Northome shooting 7 of 10 for 70%. Warren-Alvarado-Oslo from the free throw line in the first half, they were 0 of 6. So those are your first-half stats brought to you by Smile Designs in Fosston. At Smile Designs by Sandwick, they're committed to your health, beauty, and relaxation. Visit their website today to book an appointment for braces, clear aligners, therapeutic, or cosmetic aesthetics. And after your appointment, schedule to relax and unwind in their state-of-the-art massage chair. Almost ready for the second half between Kelliher Northome and Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. As we get a look at your focus on the game, brought to you by the Valley Vision Clinic. And the focus for both teams in the second half, starting with Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. We said it a couple times during the first half of play. A little too loose with the basketball. Passes that were slipping through their hands. Balls easily poked away by the Kelliher Northome defense. High dribbles for the Mustangs. Kelliher Northome, or rather for the Ponies, Kelliher Northome is ultra aggressive defensively, so they're going to take advantage of that all night long. But 13 first half turnovers, too many for Warren-Alvarado-Oslo, and then also focus at the free throw line. They were 0 of 6. So obviously do the math. 10-point deficit. You make your 6 free throws. It's just a 4-point game at the brick. That's the focus for Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. For Kelliher Northome, I like the aggressive defense, but you also have to be careful. Kate Thayer has 3 first half fouls, 2 fouls for Charlie Hallstrom. Not quite as much foul trouble, but Kate Thayer, a key cog for this Kelliher Northome team, has 13 points in the first half. She led all players in the quarterfinals with 27 points in their win against BGMR, or rather had a team high with 27 points against BGMR. So that is your focus on the game and your focus on the second half. Brought to you by Valley Vision Clinic. Help your son or daughter see the game with contacts from Valley Vision Clinic in Ada. Call them today at 218-784-4091. Valley Vision Clinic in Ada, helping you stay focused on the game. Valley Vision Clinic. The halftime report was brought to you by Bid It On Auctions, bididon.net. Online auction sales, including items like tractors, cars, trucks, egg components, collectibles, and more with Bid It On Auctions, bididon.net. And also brought to you by the Linfors Insurance Agency, with locations in Foston, Dagley, Clearbrook, Mahnomen, Ada, and Fertile. Linfors, your insurance source. Second half, Warren-Alvarado-Oslo basketball. I'm Dawson Peterson alongside Sean Bjork on the camera, tossing away his empty plate of nachos. Killed it in between half number 1 and half number 2. Pony basketball, bounce pass to the right side, goes to Markel Peterson up to the top. A 3 on the way is in by Regan Mortimer, and that's a big shot to start the second half for Warren-Alvarado-Oslo to snatch a little momentum. 29-22, the lead cut to 7. After that three-pointer by Regan Mortimer, she has 8 points. Kelliher Northome basketball. Thayer, chest pass over to the left side for lateral. Entry pass to Hallstrom. Back out to lateral. Looks inside. Another entry pass down in the left mid-post area. And now it's stolen away. Entry went to Hallstrom, I beg your pardon. Stolen away, but a jump ball after the steal. So the basketball stays with Kelliher Northome. Won't give a turnover that time on the Mustangs. The jump ball happened quickly. The shot clock, 15 seconds, so it didn't even reset. Thayer out at the top, rather in the right corner. Bounce pass inside. Hallstrom faces up, step through. Nice move by Hallstrom, who finishes on the right side. Excellent footwork that time by the junior, and it's 31-22. Nice answer by Charlie Hallstrom, who has 4 points. 9-point Kelliher Northome lead. Macy Bow on the right side. Up to Annie Peterson. To the left over to Markel. Whipped into the left quarter to Macy Bow. Ball screen, pocket pass. Oberg, extra dribble, puts it in on the left side. 31-24 after the nice pass that time. Threaded to Ava Oberg, and she finishes for 2. Her first 2 points of the game. 31-24, the deficit back to 7 as the Ponies try and mount a little comeback, trailing by 10 at the half. Into the right corner, Lundeen down to the right block, cutting in. Hallstrom puts it up, a whistle and a foul called, and Charlie Hallstrom is going to head to the line for a pair. A foul against Warren-Alvarado-Oslo goes on Ava Oberg. That's her 3rd personal. Team's first, and Coach Casey Pierce in the blaze orange blazer across the way has her arms crossed, looks down her bench, doesn't make any moves as the first free throw by Charlie Hallstrom is in. 5 points for Hallstrom, 32-24. Linfors Insurance Agency and Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard. Second free throw swirls out, but an offensive rebound. Whipped out from Thayer to Binkley. 3 off the heel. Pops into the air, and the rebound run down into the left corner. This is Markel Peterson. Races into the front court with a high dribble. Now spins across the timeline. Peterson, right corner. Annie Peterson launches, but that's an air ball. Offensive rebound. Mortimer, and a foul from behind. Mortimer had the offensive board. Hallstrom was on her back, just out of position, really couldn't do anything about it, and she draws the foul, and that's the 3rd on Hallstrom, and 2 free throws upcoming for Regan Mortimer of Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. Free throw is up, nothing but net. Mortimer hits the first. She now has 9 points on the night. The lead now 7, 32-25 for Kelliher Northome. Second free throw also in, 32-26. Lead has been cut to 6 for the Kelliher Northome Mustangs as Kate Thayer brings it across the timeline towards the north end of Ralph Ingolstead Arena here in Thief River Falls. Make that Lundeen, who leaves it off to Thayer on the right side. To Hallstrom, all the way down to the right block, driving in, pitches it back out to lateral. Chest pass left wing, inside. Hallstrom has it ripped away, taken away, and a whistle and a jump ball. Ripped away by Ava Oberg. And the jump ball goes back to Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. Turnover number 7 against Kelliher Northome. Nice stop by the Ponies. 2 minutes into the second half as they trail 32-26. Winner heads to the section championship against Sacred Heart on Friday. Right side of the floor, Bo popping out. Annie Peterson off the zipper screen. Gets it to Markel inside the rim. Slices her way to the cup and she leaves the layup a little strong. Rolls off the front of the rim. Oberg an offensive rebound, but then she threw it away. Leading the charge is Thayer. Off to Binkley running in transition. Misses. Lundina rebound. She's going to miss as well. She was blocked. Rebound brought down by Macy Bo for Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. Ponies back across the timeline from right to left. Oberg zips it inside. Left-handed finish to Annie Peterson. 32-28, and just like that, the deficit is only 4, and the Ponies right back in this one after trailing 29-19 at the break. A 9-3 run to start the second half for the Ponies. Thayer over to Lundin on the left wing. Drives to the high post, steps through, cut off, out to lateral. Jumper not close as it comes up short. Hallstrom, though, for the offensive rebound, and put back. She got fouled. A foul against Annie Peterson is her first, team second of the half. 2 free throws coming for Charlie Hallstrom, who's 1 of 2 from the Bagley Co-op Association free throw line tonight. First free throw swirls out the left side. Stays 32-28 in favor of Kelliher Northome. Kenley Marcus, a freshman for the Ponies, comes in for Markel Peterson, the junior. A second free throw by Charlie Hallstrom off the front of the rim. She misses them both. Lundin tries to save the rebound. She does, but then fires it into the lap of Annie Peterson, and here come the Ponies. Can cut the deficit in half from 4-2 with a made basket. Or maybe a 1-point game with a 3-pointer. Up to Regan Mortimer. Elevator screen. Lundin was all over it defensively. Double teamed up to Oberg. Entry pass inside. Blocked from behind was Bo. Got her own offensive rebound. Then the lefty reverse layup bounces off the rim. No good. Rebound to Hallstrom. Kelliher Northome make that. Binkley fires it left side. Thayer from downtown. 16 points for Kate Thayer, and Kevin Waldo calls a timeout as the Mustangs lead 35-28. 14:28 to play here in this second half. Timeouts brought to you by the Foston A&W and also brought to you by Freedom Fuel and Shine in Ada. We're back after this on KKCQ and YourLiveEvent.com.
At Deerwood Bank, we believe in the power of community. That's why we're committed to supporting our youth, both on the field and in the classroom. Whether it's sponsoring local sports teams or funding educational programs, we've been dedicated to helping our future leaders grow and succeed since 1910. Because at Deerwood Bank, we know that investing in our youth is investing in a brighter tomorrow. Visit us at any of our 14 Minnesota locations. Deerwood Bank, banking made nice and simple. Member FDIC.
Coming out of that timeout, it's Warren-Alvarado-Oslo basketball, who trails by 7, 35-28 here in the section semifinals, with the winner to head to the championship on Friday. Ponies in the right corner. Macy Bo baseline drive off to Oberg, and she got clobbered by Allie Lundin from behind. The foul against Lundin is her second. Team's second of the half, and 2 big free throws upcoming for Ava Oberg and the Ponies, who shot 0 of 6 from the charity stripe in the first half. Ava Oberg, a long pier at the rim, and there's the first made free throw of the game for Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. They're now 1 of 7. 35-29 after the made free throw. 3 points for Oberg. Second free throw also in. 4 points for Ava Oberg. 2 of 2 from the stripe, and the lead is now just 5 for Kelliher Northome, 35-30, 14:05 left to go in the game. Mustang basketball, lateral right corner, leaves it off to a teammate. That's Binkley. Back to lateral, a head fake inside the dome, fires it left side to Lundin, thought about a 3, goes to Hallstrom, left corner, drives in, and she bounces off a defender, and that's Ava Oberg, said defender, and she gets called for a foul. That's her 4th. And the team's third. No, it's actually on Regan Mortimer. So the Ponies catch a break that time. It's the first on Mortimer. No, the Mustangs just threw it away. They weren't ready. Off the inbounds play. As the Ponies steal it away, they were paying attention, and it's Warren-Alvarado-Oslo basketball down 35-30. Bo drives in, double team, gets it out to the top. Mortimer from straight away, too strong. Lundin clears rebound number 4. Long pass off to Binkley, right-handed finish. Binkley, an aggressive take, and she draws a blocking foul against the Ponies, and I believe that was Mortimer again running on her hip. Yes, it was. So for Regan Mortimer, her second foul here in just the last couple of seconds. 2 free throws coming for Kylie Binkley of Kelliher Northome. And she misses the first one as it hits the front of the rim, the back, and then rolls off the right. Markel Peterson back in for Warren-Alvarado-Oslo, a 35-30 Kelliher Northome lead, 13-33 second half. Second free throw by Binkley. That's nothing but net that time. 9 points for Kylie Binkley, and it's 36-30. 6-point advantage for Kelliher Northome with 13:30 to play. Left wing over to Mortimer into the corner. Oberg playing with 3 fouls. Drives inside the painted area. Skip pass right corner. Markel Peterson. Baseline drive. Tried the hammer pass to the opposite corner. Tipped out of bounds as the help side was there defensively for the Mustangs. And it will be Warren-Alvarado-Oslo basketball. Who's going to inbound it? On the left side of the lane, Macy Bowe will throw it in about 7 feet outside the line. Fakes to the corner, now goes towards the middle, racing for Markel Peterson, but it's stolen away by Thayer, and then she threw it away. Shot clock doesn't reset, no turnover. Out inside the dome, Mortimer left wing, left-handed dribble, into the corner, Bowe a head fake, down to the baseline, Mortimer double team, bounce pass across the lane, Oberg back out, Markel Peterson a little strong, and the rebound is tipped around. Peterson picks it up on the right side of the lane, another chance for the Ponies. Oberg a head fake from the 15-foot line, out to Bowe, left corner, off the rim, and this time tipped out of bounds. A foul from behind is called against Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. Hallstrom went for the rebound. Markel Peterson from behind commits the foul. That's the 4th on Peterson, and now the team's 5th as Annie Peterson with a T, not a D, checks in. Markel with P-E-D-E-R-S-O-N, Annie P-E-T-E-R-S-O-N. 36-30, 12:40 to play. Second half, Mustangs in front by 6. Lundin brings it across, make it Thayer. Lundin to the right side, now dribbles inside the dome, fires it to Thayer, down to Hallstrom, left baseline, has to adjust, flips up the leaner, and she rolls it in. 7 points for Charlie Hallstrom as she claps her hands in excitement, heads back defensively, and the Mustangs lead by 8, 38-30. They led by 10 at the break, 29-19. Pony basketball on the left side. Marcus, right-handed dribble, stops inside the dome, lost it, now she did. She turned it over, picked up by the Mustangs, back the other way in transition. Thayer rolls it off the rim, no good. Offensive rebound, lateral is there, and she gets fouled, and she's going to shoot 2. The foul against Warren-Alvarado-Oslo goes on Macy Bowe, her first, team 6th. 2 free throws now coming for Kenna Lateral. These are the first free throws for Lateral from the line as she cashes in on the first. First points of the game for Kenna Lateral makes it a 9-point Mustangs lead, 39-30. For the Mustangs, a victory would send them to the section championship for the first time ever. That's knowledge from Kevin Waldo, who couldn't think of a time, at least prior to his coaching, that they've made it to the section championship. Meanwhile, the Ponies in the front court. Marcus throws away the basketball. It's turnover number 3. Defense leaves. Hallstrom in transition, fires it off the bottom of the rim, but she got fouled, and 2 free throws coming for Charlie Hallstrom of Kelliher Northome to try and push the lead a little bit further with 11:50 to go in the second half. The foul that time on Ava Oberg is her 4th, the team's 7th. The first free throw by Charlie Hallstrom is in. 8 points for Hallstrom, and it's 41-30. So now Warren-Alvarado-Oslo in a little predicament as Markel Peterson and Ava Oberg both have 4 fouls. Second free throw misses. Rebound comes down to Annie Peterson. Ponies needing a big basket here offensively to get it back to within single digits. Still plenty of time. 11:40 left to play. Right wing Annie Peterson into the corner to Markel. Up to the top to Mortimer, and it's Thayer who's on the spot, and she steals it away. Tipped in a turnover. Lundin back across the lane. Misses. Offensive rebound down on the baseline. Across to Hallstrom. Lateral left corner. Lundin for 3 off the side of the backboard and out of bounds. A chance that time for Kelliher Northome to push the lead a little further, but it goes off the side of the backboard. And now Warren-Alvarado-Oslo is going to take a timeout. It's a full timeout. We're back after this on YourLiveEvent.com and KKCQ. Kelliher Northome by 11, 41-30 with 11:22 to play.
Lakes Community Co-op takes pride in providing complete customer satisfaction as they serve their local communities with the necessary products and services for farms, businesses, and individuals. Energy solutions, feed, milk, C-stores, meat market, motel, car wash, HVAC, natural gas. Visit your neighborhood Lakes Community Co-op location for them to meet your needs or learn more at lakescommunitycoop.com.
I'm Dan Sukert, your Fargo-Moorhead and surrounding area Edward Jones financial advisor. We're all about financial investments, but we also value investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why my Edward Jones office is a proud sponsor of Park Christian Falcons basketball. Call 701-281-5264 for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Welcome back out of that timeout. Brought to you by Freedom Fuel and Shine in Ada, and also brought to you by the Foston A&W, which is located on Highway 2 West in Foston. Warren-Alvarado-Oslo basketball, who trails 41-30. Right side, Markel Peterson drives in, cut off by lateral. Flips it out. Annie Peterson bounce pass at the top, left-handed dribble. Lundeen closes out after she stumbled with it. Into the left corner. Annie inside. Bow, and she took an extra step, and Macy Bow gets called for a travel. 11 minutes to play in the game, and it's an 11-point Kelliher Northome lead, 41-30. As both of these two teams vying for a spot in the section championship, the winner will play East Grand Forks Sacred Heart. Thayer over to Hallstrom on the left side of the floor. Chest pass, lateral, lines up a three. That's good. 4 points for Kenna Lateral, 44-30. It's the largest lead of the game for Kelliher Northome. It's 14. What do the Ponies have in them offensively? Over to the right side, Markel Peterson looks to the top, doesn't have it. Drives inside. Strobel in the right corner. Back to Annie Peterson on the wing. Fakes inside. Left-handed dribble. Bounce pass out to Mortimer. Left corner. Drives in. Wild puts it up. Puts it in. It's on. Mortimer aggressively to the rack. Rattles it in. Maybe a little luck on the finish as it bounced around off all pieces of the cylinder. 44-32. The foul against Emma Wang of Kelliher Northome, her first. Just the team's third of the half. And at the line for one more is Regan Mortimer to try and complete the three-point play. The free throw is up and good. Perfect free throw by Regan Mortimer that time. She has 13 points. The made free throw cuts it to an 11-point deficit, trailing 44-33, 10-10 to go in the game. At the top of the key, this is Thayer. Off to Hallstrom, right-handed dribble at the high post. Weaves with Lundeen, handoff back to Binkley. Right-handed dribble inside the middle of the paint. Hallstrom was wide open, took a power dribble, had a chance at an open layup, but the dribble collapses the defense, and she draws the foul anyway, and Charlie Hallstrom will shoot 2 more free throws. Foul against Strobel is her second, team's 8th. 2 free throws for Charlie Hallstrom, up and in with the first. 45-33. Kelliher Northome leads now by 12. 9 points for Hallstrom. Second free throw is on the way and also good. 10 points for Charlie Hallstrom, the third Mustang player in double figures, joining Thayer. Make it just the second, I beg your pardon. With Kate Thayer, who has 16. Pony basketball. On the right side, Peterson, bounce pass into the corner to Marcus. Left-handed dribble as she weaves her way in with the offhand, throws it high off the backboard, misses, and the rebound tipped out of bounds. Last touch by the Ponies. Not quite to the halfway mark of the second half, but the Ponies in a little bit of a peculiar spot, down by 13 points, 46-33, and it has been a struggle offensively. Trying to get some clean looks and get a rhythm on the offensive end as well as the Mustangs lead by double figures. Lundeen over to the left wing. Now it's going to start defensively, and what Coach Pierce says they hang their hat on. They get handed a gift there as Allie Lundeen on the far side gets called for a carry. Trying to activate the offense. Basketball back to Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. Trying to chip away at a 13-point deficit and work their way to a section championship for the first time since 2022. Bo just turned it over. Loose ball picked up by the Mustangs, and the couple of bodies hit the floor hard. Going for the jump ball that time, August Poxleitner, the sophomore. She falls over hard on the floor. Lexi Hallstrom comes in for the first time for Kelliher Northome. Poxleitner takes a seat with her right hand on her right hip. Ava Oberg back in for Warren-Alvarado-Oslo, now playing with 4 fouls. 9:10 to go in the second half. Mustangs by 13, 46-33, looking for their first appearance ever in a section championship. That helps as Allie Lundeen goes all the way to the rim for 2 more. She has 8 points. 48-33, 15-point lead, and now a foul at the top of the key as Bo was dribbling it around, and a reach-in foul called against Kylie Binkley, her first. Just the team's 4th. 4 fouls on Kelliher Northome, 8 against Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. Pony basketball. Ball goes into the backcourt to Macy Bo, brings it back across the timeline. Over to the right side, Markel Peterson looks inside, goes to Mortimer in the corner. Triple threat, baseline drive. Thayer cuts her off, hits the deck, and it's lost out of bounds. Thayer touched it last. Thayer trying to draw the offensive foul, but she touched it last out of bounds. Ponies keep the possession. Inbounding on the right side of the lane is Macy Bo. To Oberg, back to Peterson, around the arc to Markel, left wing, back to Regan Mortimer, elevator screen, the 3 is off the heel. Rebound though by Bo, pivoting around, out to Oberg, left wing, Peterson, this time Annie from downtown tries one and she misses it wide left. Again, offensively for Warren-Alvarado-Oslo, it has been a struggle. Down by 15 points, 48-33. Shows that time with that air ball. Here's Allie Lundeen from the right elbow. Steps into a 15-footer off the heel. Thayer fights for the offensive rebound. The putback leaves it short off the right side. Bo clears rebound number 9. Here comes the Mustangs, rather the Ponies on the right side. Mortimer a fall away. Banks it in with the right hand. 15 points for Regan Mortimer. There's the offensive basket, cutting it to 13, 48-35. Mustangs lead by 13 with 8 minutes to play, and the Ponies now needing a stop defensively. Up to Binkley at the top, left-handed drive, step through, off the window, rolls it in. Nicely done by Kylie Binkley. Now she's in double figures with 11, and it's 50-35. Mustangs by 15 points. Pony basketball. Bo brings it across the timeline. Left elbow entry to Oberg. Backdoor pass. Markel Peterson leaves a wide open layup short off the right side. Lateral down with a rebound. It's been that kind of night for the Ponies. Transition to Binkley, up to lateral, puts it up, and that's off the heel. And the rebound brought down by Oberg of Warren-Alvarado-Oslo, her 4th rebound. Into the front court races Annie Peterson for the Ponies. Fakes to the top, goes that way to find Markel, driving in, stolen away by the Mustangs, back the other direction. Binkley, the right-handed layup, blocked out of bounds by Annie Peterson. Nice hustle back by Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. Mustangs keep the possession with 7:10 to go in the second half. Kelliher Northome leads 50-35. Inbounds right to the middle of the paint, lobbing it up for Kate Thayer. Jumps up, puts it in for 2. Never had to come down with it. 52-35. Largest lead of the game for the Mustangs at 17. 7 minutes to play. Left wing, Pony basketball. Annie Peterson out to Mortimer. Left wing 3 off the back. Skying in the air for the rebound was Bo, and then she leaves it off for Markel Peterson underneath, and she finishes for 2. 52-37 after the made basket, and Kate Thayer slowly brings the ball up the floor, moseying across the logo from left to right with about a second to spare. Double screen up at the top. Lundeen, nobody paying attention to her behind the defense. Coach Kevin Waldo loves it on the far side, and it's 54-37 after the made basket by Lundeen, who has 10 points. 6:15 to play, and now a moving screen called against Ava Oberg of Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. And for Oberg, that's her 5th foul, and the night comes to an end for Ava Oberg. 4 points, 5 rebounds for the senior of Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. Coach Casey Pierce will take her time, bringing in a sub, and that'll be Hannah Strobel to come off. And Oberg gets a hand and a round of applause from the Pony faithful on the near side, directly under us at the press box. Oberg takes a seat with 5 fouls in the game, 4 points, 5 rebounds, and can only watch her team for the final 6 minutes and 10 seconds. Mustangs across the timeline from left to right. Kate Thayer dribbles it over to the left wing, starting the offense. Baseline drive goes up to Binkley. Right-handed dribble towards her right. Head fake on a 3. Lateral to the top. Pivoting her way around, strong with the basketball. Right wing, Binkley, head fake, defender in the air, drives in, falling down, he flips up the shot, misses. Hallstrom, the offensive rebound and a foul, and Charlie Hallstrom to the line for two. Hallstrom, 4 of 7 from the stripe in the game with 10 points. The foul against Regan Mortimer is her third, team's 9th. Free throw by Hallstrom, short off the front of the rim. 5:49 second half. Kelliher Northome looking for their first appearance in a section championship game ever. Second free throw, in and out. Strobel down with a rebound for Warren-Alvarado-Oslo, and time not on the side for the Ponies as Binkley picks the pocket of Bow and the finish the other direction. 13 points for Kylie Binkley, 56-37. Kelliher Northome leading with a 5.5 left to go in the second half. Up to the top of the key this time, it's Hannah Strobel, fakes inside, over to the right wing to Bow, left-handed dribble. Defense closes out on her. Flipped over to the left wing, Markel Peterson back up towards the top. Strobel pump fakes inside, shot clock to 10. Over to the right wing, Annie Peterson, one dribble pull from 17, misses. Mortimer fighting for the rebound, saved on the baseline. Flipped out though to Markel Peterson, who drives in and finishes for 2. 6 points for Markel Peterson, and it's now 56-39. Kelliher Northome in front by 18 with 4:50 left to go. Lundeen at the top, handoff with Hallstrom on the far left side. Goes to lateral, Orange over the top of her head. A sub will come in for the Ponies on the next dead ball. Markel Peterson now steals it away from lateral. It's only turnover number 4 of the second half. In transition, Markel gets bumped by Kylie Binkley. And the foul on Binkley as she was trying to run through is her second foul, team's 5th of the game, rather 5th of the second half. Checking back in for Warren-Alvarado-Oslo, Kenley Marcus. A freshman comes in for Macy Bow. One freshman for another. 4:37 to go, second half. Kelliher Northome on top, 56-39. Spot in the section championship on the line. Left side of the rim, bounce pass came into Markel Peterson. She got blocked by Kelliher Northome. Loose ball picked up by Thayer to Lundeen, left wing 3 on the way. That's in. And Coach Kevin Waldo pumps his fist as Binkley drills another 3. 16 points, 59-39. Mustangs by 20. 4:15 to play. Markel Peterson, a baseline drive, tiptoes the baseline, reverse layup misses, lateral the rebound. Kelliher Northome 4 minutes away from a spot in the section championship game against East Grand Forks Sacred Heart on Friday. Lateral at the top. Hallstrom on the left side, gets to her left hand down to the baseline, nearly lost it out of bounds, saves it, and then she got pushed out of bounds. A foul against Hannah Strobel of Kelliher Northome, her 3rd, team's 10th. 2 free throws upcoming for Charlie Hallstrom. Hallstrom alone, 4 of 9 from the Bagley Co-op Association free throw line, has 10 points. Puts up the first and in and out. Hallstrom missed her last 2 free throws as Macy Bow checks in, and Coach Kevin Waldo for Kelliher Northome takes a timeout. The Mustangs are on the verge of a section championship berth as they lead 59-39 with 3:52 to play. Timeouts brought to you by Freedom Fuel and Shine in Ada and the Foston A&W. We're back after this on KKCQ and YourLiveEvent.com.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
When it comes to community banking, trust the team that's always in your corner. At First State Bank of Kelliher and Big Fork, we're proud to serve our communities with personalized service, local decision-making, and the financial solutions you need to succeed. Whether you're saving for the future, growing your business, or buying a new home, we're here to help every step of the way. And speaking of success, good luck to the Kelliher Northome Mustangs in the section playoffs. Play hard, play smart, and go Mustangs. First State Bank of Kelliher and Big Fork. Hometown banking at its best since 1912.
Timeout. 59-39. Second free throw by Charlie Hallstrom misses. Hallstrom has missed her last 4 free throws, but with the Mustangs in front by 20 points with 3:51 to play, on their way to a section championship for the first time ever. This is the furthest they've ever gotten in the section playoffs as Bo drives all the way to the rim, lost it out of bounds, deflected out by the Mustangs. Kelliher Northome, this group of players with Kate Thayer, Allie Lundeen, Kylie Binkley, Charlie Hallstrom, all juniors, Emily Maston a part of it as well. They've had a lot of success over the last few years as the Mustangs in the last 3 seasons for since 2021 are 92-17 overall. Here's Bo on the left side, finishes for 2 for Warren-Alvarado-Oslo as Bo in double figures with 10. Trying to notch win number 93 up to the top. Thayer for 3, in and out. Rebound, a fight with Bo down on the baseline. Hallstrom, jump ball as Hallstrom's on her stomach. Bo is rolling around on her back, picks up the orange. Whistle finally blows, and the jump ball goes back to Kelliher Northome, rather to Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. For Warren-Alvarado-Oslo this season, 22-5. In their first appearance back to the section championship, if they were able to win tonight, as Binkley steals another ball away, 2-on-1, back to lateral on the left side. She gets blocked. Binkley saves it to the middle of the floor, and she stepped on the baseline. No, the pony stepped on the baseline, as it will stay with Kelliher Northome. Warren-Alvarado-Oslo was in the section championship back in 2022, lost to Cass Lake Bena. And then before that, their last section championship appearance came in 2012, and they won Section 8A that year. Left corner, Binkley, step back, 3, Binkley. Another 19 points for Kylie Binkley, 62-41. Kelliher Northome leads with 2:40 to play. Mortimer at the top of the key for Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. Right corner, Markel Peterson, baseline drive, hammer pass to the opposite corner, and Peterson got shifted out of bounds, and a whistle and a foul called against Kelliher Northome. That goes on Charlie Hallstrom, her 4th personal, team 6th. As Charlie Hallstrom comes off, her night probably done with 2:32 remaining and a 21-point lead. Lexi Hallstrom into the game. Pony basketball right side, bounce pass to Markel Peterson. Regan Mortimer right corner, catches a chest pass. Whips it back out towards Marcus in the corner. And then it gets tipped out of bounds, last touched by Kelliher Northome. Sacred Heart beat Mahnomen Waban earlier tonight, 67-51. Bounce pass inside to Bo, tipped away from behind, stolen away. Much like Kelliher Northome, East Grand Forks Sacred Heart has a core group of players that have had a lot of success over the last few years, as Coach Kevin Waldo for Kelliher Northome will take another timeout. Brought to you by Freedom Fuel and Shine in Ada and the Foston A&W. Kelliher Northome on the verge of a spot in the section championship as they lead 62-41 with 2:21 left to go.
First National Bank Bemidji isn't just a bank. We're believers in a bright future for the community. Our customers are more than names on a screen. They're neighbors, each with their own story. Every day, we help them reach their dreams, confident that what's good for the community is good for us. We always remember where we're from and who we're here for, because at First National Bank Bemidji, we're better together.
Timeouts tonight brought to you by the Foston A&W and also brought to you by Freedom Fuel and Shine in Ada, as the Kelliher Northome Mustangs are on the verge of a section championship berth. A game in the section championship against East Grand Forks Sacred Heart on Friday as the Mustangs lead Warren-Alvarado-Oslo 62-41 with 2:05 to play. Binkley drives in from the right baseline. Floater from 7, swirls around and in, 64-41. Kylie Binkley, 21 points, leads all players tonight for Kelliher Northome. Ball on the right side for Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. Markel Peterson goes up to Annie. Fired to Marcus in the left corner. Handoff up to Markel Peterson. Cut off. Shoveled to the right corner. Back up towards the top to Annie. Over to Mortimer. Right wing. 3. That's in. Regan Mortimer with 18 points, and it's 64-44. And Coach Casey Pierce takes a timeout, a full timeout with $1:34 remaining. We're back after this. KKCQ, Garden Valley TV, and YourLiveEvent.com.
Fisher Petroleum in Northome is located at 12,227 2nd Street. Open 7 days a week, Fisher Petroleum is the place you can go to fuel up and grab snacks while you're out on the road. Stop in and say hi to the friendly staff with great customer service. This is your one-stop shop for fuel and fill-up needs in Northome. Fisher Petroleum would also like to extend a best of luck to the Northome Kelliher basketball team at the Section 8A tournament. Your hard work has been tremendous all season long. Good luck from Fisher Petroleum in Northome.
Big or small, Forks Fence Co. does it all. Your local fence professionals for residential and commercial fencing projects. We've tackled over 3,400 feet of galvanized fencing at the Grand Forks Airport, and we'll still show up with a smile to fix that stubborn gate at your house. Strong fences, reliable service built to last. Call Forks Fence Co. today. And hey, good luck to the Sacred Heart Eagles in the section playoffs. Go Eagles! Forks Fence Co. Built local, built strong.
Welcome back to Ralph Engelstad Arena at 64-44 after the timeout from Coach Casey Pierce of Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. Freedom Fuel and Shine and Foston A&W timeouts. Kelliher Northome basketball. Ponies apply a little dummy man-to-man pressure in the full court off to Binkley on the near right sideline. Right-handed dribble stops. Now fires it to the corner, or rather hand off to Lexi Hallstrom in the corner. Up towards Thayer, dribbling in between the circles, back to the right side of the floor to Lundeen, who has it tipped out of her hands and out of bounds. With $1:15 remaining at 64-44, Kelliher Northome by 20 points. Binkley out at the logo, catches the inbounds pass from the sideline. Dribbling around in between the circles with a shot clock to 9. Lateral in the right corner. Down to the mid-post area, and a turnover by the Mustangs as they can't control in their own offensive end. Back in the late 70s, according to head coach Kevin Waldo, his mom was the head coach of Northome at the time. And then the co-op forms to form Kelliher Northome, and to Coach Waldo's knowledge, as the Ponies take the basketball with 55 seconds to play, they've never been to a section championship game. Pass on the left side, tipped out of bounds, last touched by Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. This round was the furthest that the Mustangs have been in recent memory. Lost to the Foston Greyhounds in the subsection championship last year. We've gone away from the subsection championship this season with the cross bracketing. This is an East versus West matchup as the Ponies have it stolen away. Back the other way, Kate Thayer, the right-handed finish. 20 points for Kate Thayer after the steal. 66-44. 30 seconds remaining. Not a lot of difference between shot and game clock. Pony basketball over to the right side. Annie Peterson up at the top. Left wing. Marcus into the corner. Peterson, the right-handed dribble, inside the painted area, drives in, tries to bank it in, misses. Bowen offensive rebound, a whistle and a tie-up. Nope, a jump ball. And the foul against Kelliher Northome is the team 7. The foul against Kylie Binkley, her 3rd. The section championship just about set. 13 seconds remaining. Sacred Heart beating Monoman Waban earlier today. The Eagles, a sharp-shooting squad. Kelliher Northome, a very physical bunch. Should be a fun one on Friday for the section championship as Macy Bowe connects on her first free throw. Making it 66-45. 11 points for Macy Bowe. The second free throw by the freshman on the way, and nothing but net. 12 points for Macy Bowe. 66-46. Inbounds comes to the far side. Binkley brings it across, and the clock will hit triple zeros. And for the first time ever, the Kelliher Northome Mustangs are off to the section championship. The final score on the Linfors Insurance Agency and Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard, Kelliher Northome beats Warren-Alvarado-Oslo 66-46. The section championship is set for Friday. Kelliher Northome will take on East Grand Forks Sacred Heart, as that'll be the number 1 seed from the East and the number 3 seed from the West. That game will be at 7 o'clock on Friday, right back here at Ralph Engelstad Arena in Thief River Falls. Again, one more time, 66-46, the final score. Kelliher Northome over Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. The postgame starts after this on KKCQ, Garden Valley TV, and YourLiveEvent.com.
Farmers, are you shopping for a bank that has many flexible options tailored to fit your farm's unique financing needs? Franzen Bank is an approved Farmer Mac lender, meaning they can offer long-term fixed-rate loans on equipment, land, operating lines of credit, and more. Being a Farmer Mac approved lender also means Franzen Bank can get you a decision quickly. Learn more at franzenbank.com/farmermac. Franzen Bank and Trust. Real people, real results. Member FDIC.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
The Halstead Living Center and Heritage House in Halstead provide great places for seniors to live. They emphasize choices, independence, and provide services as directed by residents. They're also great places to work, where employees find not only a job, but also rewarding and enjoyable experiences that contribute to the lives of others. To get more information on Halstead Living Center and Heritage House in Halstead, call 218-456-2105 or log on to halsteadlivingcenter.com. Halstead Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neelsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsborough, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argosville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today.
What does hometown mean to us at Hometown Realty? It means we want our community to grow and succeed. It means we'll do everything we can to make that happen. Whether it's by helping people find the perfect home for them, assisting someone sell a property that they have maybe outgrown or can no longer take care of, or supporting our local businesses, schools, and nonprofits with our time and money. Everything we do is for the good of our community. Our family lives here, we live here, we love it here. We are Hometown.
Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale, Thursday, March 20th at the ranch near Hitterdall, Minnesota. 75 Red Angus bulls plus 20 elite hand-picked registered heifers. Same reliable program, new exciting genetics, producing Red Angus genetics with sustainability for over 26 years. Request a catalog today. Call Gary Jacobson, 701-361-3189 or Facebook Jacobson Red Angus. The sale broadcast on DV Auction. Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale, Thursday, March 20th, 1 p.m.
Randall's Excavating of Glendon, specializing in underground site utilities and repair. Randall's Excavating is experienced in underground utilities, specializing in water lines, sanitary sewer, and storm sewer, from site preparation and trenching to the installation of all site utilities. They respond to emergency repairs for water leaks, fire protection lines, fire hydrants, sanitary and storm sewer lines for all commercial and residential needs, including camera inspections, too. Contact Randall's Excavating with over 20 years of experience, 701-219-9126 or randallsinc.com.
You want to show your team spirit and ride around in style? Look no further than Kelliher Auto Sales. Our dealership has a wide selection of high-quality vehicles that get you to the game in comfort and style. From spacious SUVs to the perfect pickup, we've got the perfect ride for you to show off your support for the Kelliher Northome Mustangs. So what are you waiting for? Come visit Kelliher Auto Sales and get the ride you've been dreaming of. Visit our website or call us for more information at 218-647-8285. Kelliher Auto Sales, your destination for great cars and great teams.
Developing leaders and lifelong learners in a community that promotes rigor, relevance, and respect, it's the Kelliher Public School District. The Kelliher Public School District is proud of the Kelliher Northome Mustangs, and they wish them the best of luck this tournament season. For more information on the Kelliher Public School District, go to www.kellierschools.org. Congratulations and best of luck to the Mustangs from the Kelliher Public School District.
Cleveguard Apartments, with locations in Ada, Fargo, and Halstead, wish all the area teams the best of luck. Cleveguard Apartments, with locations and apartment complexes in Ada, Fargo, and Halstead. Also with self-storage and commercial rental space in Ada. Cleveguard Apartments. Call Mark at 701-866-7794. Best of luck to all the area teams from Mark and Geraldine at Cleveguard Apartments, with locations in Ada, Fargo, and Halstead. 701-866-7794.
Committed to helping you grow, because when you succeed, we'll...
Inside the post-game report tonight on yourliveevent.com. Final score 66-46. Kelliher Northome wins. Welcoming our listeners back in on KKCQ. 66-46. Kelliher Northome over Warren-Alvarado-Oslo as the Mustangs notch their spot in the section championship for the first time in program history. The Mustangs will play the East Grand Forks Sacred Heart Eagles on Friday night at 7 o'clock after the win over Warren-Alvarado-Oslo tonight. The Mustangs came up short the last couple of years here in the section playoffs. Last year, lost in the East Subsection Championship. Of course, doing away with the Subsection Championships this year as we cross-bracketed in the quarterfinals, meaning East versus West right away when we got to Thief River Falls. So it was East versus West here in the semifinals with Warren-Alvarado-Oslo and Kelliher Northome. The Mustangs victorious 66-46. Let's get to your post-game summary. A game summary brought to you by TDS Fertilizer and TDS Trucking of Fertile. Also brought to you by Benedictine Living Community as your game summary tonight. It was actually Warren-Alvarado-Oslo that got out to the 7-point lead, leading 11-4 at about the 14-minute mark of the first half. From that point, though, the Mustangs would make their first big run of the game to go up 16-11. And then looking at our scoring for the rest of the game, the Mustangs would never trail after making that run to go up 16-11. Obviously, their first lead of the game would be 14-11, but their scoring run was a 12-0 run to go up 16-11. Would make another mini run late in the first half of 5-0 to increase the lead by 9, 23-14. The Mustangs also led by 10 at the break. 29-19 was the final score here in this one. 29-19, or rather, was the final score after your first half of play. Kelliher Northome over Warren-Alvarado-Oslo at the break. In the second half, the Ponies would make a little bit of a push early on, cutting the deficit to 7, 32, or rather 35-28, with 14-28 to go in the second half. We'll bring it down to 5 points at 35-30, but from there, another run made by Kelliher Northome, a 6-0 run. Make it a 9-0 run to go up 44-30, pushing the lead to 14 points at that point, and then the deficit was out of reach for the rest of the game for Warren-Alvarado-Oslo, as it was a struggle on the offensive end for the Ponies to find any sort of a rhythm. But big credits to Kelliher Northome for their defensive effort. They're a physical group that make things very tough on their opposing team, and they did that again here tonight against the Warren-Alvarado-Oslo Ponies, as the Mustangs are headed to the section championship for the first time ever with a win tonight over the Warren-Alvarado-Oslo Ponies, 66-46. As that's your game summary, brought to you by TDS Fertilizer and TDS Trucking. Whether you need top quality fertilizer or custom chemical applications for your crops or reliable trucking services, TDS has you covered. Proudly supporting our local teams and helping you grow. TDS Fertilizer and Trucking. Game summary also brought to you by Benedictine Living Community of Ada. As that's the game summary, Kelliher Northome wins at 66-46. The post-game report continues after this with our post-game awards on the way and some final stats, and then previewing the section championship game on Friday and a peek at the boys bracket as their section playoffs in Section 8A continues on Thursday. 66-46, the final score. Kelliher Northome over Warren-Alvarado-Oslo.
Lakes Community Co-op delivers more than just propane into a tank. They deliver a commitment to customer safety with professional, knowledgeable service. Lakes Community Co-op propane customers can relax because having a monitored tank allows Lakes Community Co-op to know tank levels and therefore make timely deliveries. This takes away all your worries. Call 1-888-935-2281 for propane from Lakes Community Co-op. For more information, visit lakescommunitycoop.com.
Lesmeister Dental is dedicated to providing its patients with the best appropriate dentistry to help them maintain their health, comfort, and beauty for their lifetime. We know every person is different, and we will help you stay healthy and offer the level of care that you desire. With offices in Crookston at 1726 University Avenue or by phone 253-4204 or 281-4323. See or call Lesmeister Dental today.
Linforce Agency and Auto Owners Insurance care about the success of our local communities, businesses, and farms. We are cheering right alongside you for area students, athletes, and their achievements. We're here to celebrate your milestones and are with you through the unexpected. Our team of insurance agents is committed to helping you find a policy that fits your needs. At any of our locations, we will work with you to ensure that you and those you care about most are protected. Give us a call today at 218-435-6585 and check out our website at linforceagency.com.
The Outlaws are coming back. The World of Outlaws late model series is coming back to Ada, the Norman County Raceway. Saturday, June 28th, the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series will have 2 shows at Red River Valley Speedway Saturday, May 31st and August 23rd. For tickets and more information, visit ncraceway.com, redrivervalleyspeedway.com, or follow on Facebook.
The mission of the Northome School is to prepare communities of tomorrow by promoting lifelong learning, positive values, school pride, mutual respect, and individuality. The faculty, staff, and students at the Northome School District are proud of the Kelliher Northome Mustangs. They wish them the best of luck this tournament season. Congratulations on a great season, Mustangs, and best of luck in the tournaments. This message from the faculty, staff, and students at the Northome School District.
Back in the post-game report tonight as Kelliher Northome beats Warren-Alvarado-Oslo 66-46 to advance to the section championship game for the first time ever in program history. Let's get to our post-game segments with our post-game connection, which is brought to you by Halstead Telephone Company. Post-game connection tonight, I'm going to give that to Charlie Hallstrom, who would shoot 4 of 11 from the free throw line. Not the greatest shooting performance from the free throw line. Was 4 of 11, but she had 10 points, 6 rebounds, 8 of those 10 points coming in the second half. So I thought Charlie Hallstrom played pretty well, connected in big spots, especially down the stretch in the second half when Kelliher Northome was able to build their big lead. Had 8 second half points, 10 points, 6 rebounds. That is your post-game connection, brought to you by Halstead Telephone Company. Discover local reliability you can trust. Halstead Telephone, it's how to connect. HalsteadTel.com. Sub of the game now brought to you by Main Street Station in Delhi of Fertile, and also brought to you by Subway of Ada. The sub of the game tonight, not a ton of action off the bench for either team. As a matter of fact, everybody that scored for Kelliher Northome were all 5 starters in the game. And then for Warren-Alvarado-Oslo, they had 6 players score, and one of them was off the bench. So that's Kenley Marcus, who had 2 points off the bench as your sub of the game. In this one, Kenley did have to play some significant minutes with a little foul trouble going on. Ava Oberg would foul out in the game, so Marcus was put into action. She had 2 points off the bench, regular off the bench, but she is your sub of the game, which is brought to you by Subway of Ada, and also brought to you by Main Street Station in Delhi of Fertile. Currently looking for full and or part-time help at Main Street Station in Delhi of Fertile. You can stop in or call 218-945-6488 for an application. Here's stars of the game this evening as Kelliher Northome punches their ticket to the section championship, first section championship in program history after a 66-46 win tonight over Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. Stars of the game brought to you by the Foston Chiropractic Clinic and American Federal Bank in Ada. 1 star on each side for Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. Regan Mortimer will be our first star, had 18 points, 13 of those coming in the second half. She was also 3 of 3 from the stripe. 18 points and 2 rebounds for Regan as our first star. Allie Lundeen is your second star of the game. She eclipsed 1,000 career points not too long ago. She had 10 points and 6 rebounds tonight. And Allie shot 4 of 6 from the Bagley Co-op Association free throw line. As those are your 2 stars of the game, brought to you by the Foston Chiropractic Clinic and American Federal Bank in Ada. 66-46, the final score this evening. Kelliher Northome over Warren-Alvarado-Oslo to advance to the section championship on Friday to take on East Grand Forks Sacred Heart, who beat Mahnomen-Waban earlier tonight, 67-51. Your precision player of the game, final stats, and also your Enbridge and Power players of the game on the way after this on KKCQ, YourLiveEvent.com, and Garden Valley TV.
Northwoods Lumber Company is a second-generation family-owned building material dealer which has served Blackduck, Bemidji, and their surrounding areas since 1973. We are a full-service lumberyard and home center, and we specialize in providing high-quality lumber, building materials, and hardware at fair and competitive prices. We are constantly improving, building on past achievements, and looking forward to new challenges in the future. Stop into either store in Blackduck or Bemidji and experience why Northwoods Lumber Company is the right choice for you and your project.
Since 1981, Park Christian School has been educating the next generation of leaders in the Fargo, Moorhead, and West Fargo area. Park Christian's thoroughly Christian education and commitment to academic excellence has resulted in a confident tradition of student success. Students graduate from Park Christian School strong in their faith and well prepared for the rigors of college, career, and relationships. Call 218-236-0500 to schedule your visit or go online to parkchristianschool.org.
Since 1989, Phil Thompson and Associates has been one of Minnesota's leading crop and hail insurance agencies, providing critical financial services to agricultural operations. From bookkeeping and tax planning to payroll, we're here to help you succeed. And we're not just about business, we care about our community. That's why we're wishing all the area teams best of luck in the upcoming section tournament games. From Phil Thompson and Associates, affordable, high-quality service with a personal touch.
Polk, Norman, Mahnomen Public Health is here to keep you safe and healthy.
We offer all types of birth control here in our office, including condoms, pills, patches, rings, Depo shots, IUDs, Nexpanons, and emergency contraceptive. STI screening is recommended every 6 to 12 months and with each new partner. All of this at little or no cost to you and always confidential.
Back inside the post-game report tonight, 66-46, the final score. Kelliher Northome over Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. Kelliher Northome off to the section championship after the win over the Warren-Alvarado-Oslo Ponies tonight, 66-46. That was the final score on the Linfors Insurance Agency and Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard. We're hoping to pick up some post-game coaches' comments here from Coach Casey Pierce of the Warren-Alvarado-Oslo Ponies, who's upstairs right now. Your post-game coaches' interviews brought to you by Rivers Edge Insurance Agency of Halstead. Lori, Emily, and the team at Rivers Edge Insurance can help coach you and your family for all your insurance needs. Sponsoring our post-game coaches' interviews, Rivers Edge Insurance Agency of Halstead. Getting to some post-game comments here in a little bit. Talking about players of the game tonight, brought to you by Wild Rice Electric, the power player of the game, 21 points, just 1 rebound on the evening, but I'm going to give our power player of the game, which is brought to you by Wild Rice Electric, to Kylie Binkley of Kelliher Northome in this game here tonight. She had 13 points in the second half, 21 for the game, 21 and 1, was 3 of 4 from the Bagley Co-op Association free throw line. And Kylie Binkley, not afraid, much like all of her teammates, not afraid to get to the inside and do some work, the dirty work, underneath and on the glass as well, rebounding the basketball. 21 points for Kylie Binkley. She is your power player of the game, brought to you by Wild Rice Electric. Looking at the Enbridge Energy player of the game in this one, with 20 points and 6 rebounds, Kate Thayer's relentless defensively, and then offensively, a very, very good player as she's able to get to the rim on multiple occasions. A nice jump shot, 20 points, 6 rebounds for Kate Thayer, as she is going to be the Enbridge Energy. Bring the energy player of the game tonight, Kate Thayer for the Kelliher Northome Mustangs with 20 points and 6 rebounds overall here tonight as Kelliher Northome defeats the Warren-Alvarado-Oslo Ponies 66-46. That was your final score on the Linfors Insurance Agency and Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard. Looking at the section bracket now, the championship is set for Kelliher Northome after the win tonight. They'll now take on East Grand Forks Sacred Heart in the section championship game after winning tonight 66-46. Sacred Heart over Mahnomen Waban earlier this evening, 67-51. So it's East Grand Forks Sacred Heart, the number 3 seed from the West subsection, taking on the number 1 seed, the Kelliher Northome Mustangs. As we look at the Mustangs over the last couple of years, I believe it dates back to 2021. The Mustangs are 93-17 overall. And this group of players of Kate Thayer, Allie Lundeen, Kylie Binkley, Charlie Hallstrom, Emily Maston, this junior class for the Mustangs leading the way. And then also the one senior on the roster, Joy Adigan. But this junior class has been looked at for a while for Kelliher Northome, and they're having a lot of success in their basketball careers, 93-17 overall over the last couple of years, and playing for a section championship on Friday night, a chance to play in the state tournament or head to the state tournament as they play Sacred Heart on Friday. One more post-game segment, your Precision Player of the Game, which is brought to you by Agassiz Precision Egg of Hillsboro. I'm going to give that to Macy Bowe of Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. Sharpshooter from downtown, had a pair of threes, 12 points, also 11 rebounds on the inside. I'm going to give that to Macy Bowe, the Precision Player of the Game. Precision Player of the Game brought to you by Agassiz Precision Egg of Hillsboro. The Precision Player of the Game, Macy Bowe for Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. Final stats tonight, brought to you by Smile Designs of Foston. Looking at Kelliher Northome first, Kate Thayer had 20 points and 6 rebounds. Kenna Lateral had 4 points, 4 rebounds. Allie Lundeen, 10 and 6. Kylie Binkley had 21 points and a rebound. And Charlie Hallstrom with 10 points and 6 rebounds. For Warren-Alvarado-Oslo, Regan Mortimer with 18 points, 2 rebounds. Macy Bowe, 12 and 11, double-double for Macy. Annie Peterson at 4 points, 4 rebounds. Markel Peterson at 6 points and 4 rebounds. Ava Oberg, 4 points and 5 rebounds. Henley Marcus had 2 points here tonight as that rounds out the scoring totals for Warren-Alvarado-Oslo in the game here this evening. And let's get to some post-game coaches interviews as we talk with the head coach Casey Pierce of Warren-Alvarado-Oslo with our post-game coaches interviews from Rivers Edge Insurance Agency of Halstead. And Casey, tough game tonight with Kelliher Northome. You guys get out to the quick start early, go up by 7 points, but the Mustangs, a physical group, and it seemed like offensively you guys kind of struggled to find a rhythm on that end of the floor.
Yeah, I think you said that well. We didn't take care of the basketball like we should, but they were physical. It was a tough defense to try to score against, and we aren't. We didn't match up as well as I maybe thought. They were a little bit stronger team, but our girls, they did a great job. They tried to battle. They gave their best, the entire night. I didn't see anyone let down, but I do want to give them credit. I think it was the end game. The end score was 66 for Kelliher, and I think they average about 85 on the season. So they did play tough defense. It's just it wasn't enough. We couldn't get the ball to go in the hoop as much as we'd like.
Well, when you talk about the points that the Mustangs scored, 80-some average. They've scored over 100, I think, 4 or 5 times this year. So certainly a tall task. They've got some really good offensive players. But tell us about your group and how this year went. Obviously, a really successful year. Number 2 seed in the West subsection. Overall record to end the season of 22-6. But tell us about the year as far as when you look at expectations from the beginning of the year and now the season coming to an end tonight.
Well, I would say, from the beginning to end, these girls grew both as basketball players and as people. I think they found out a lot about themselves and the team. There was, I think, once we started winning at the beginning of the season, it was like, whoa, like we can do this. And you could see the confidence build And 22 wins is nothing to be sad about when it comes to the night like this. But at the same time, it's still hard to say goodbye to those girls, because I know they worked so hard throughout the season, and they earned every single one of those wins this year. And I told them all the off season work that they did. It was it's basically this little trophy every time you get a win, and they thought that was kind of funny. And but it's at the same time, it's the hard work that they put in the off season, and it really carried over. And I don't think it necessarily surprised them, but it was good to refreshing to see them get rewarded during the season for their hard work.
So 22-6 overall on the year. You're going to graduate. Let's see, one, two, three seniors on the roster. Tell us about your seniors and what they've meant to the program, and then the younger girls coming up for next year.
Yeah, we have three seniors, and they each individually contribute to the team in a different way, but at the same time, they're all outstanding leaders. They're all outstanding people. Everyone's gonna miss them. They really took on this leadership role. Usually when you're named captain, sometimes you take advantage of that term, but these girls didn't take it lightly. They led their team throughout the entire season, even in the off season, and I'm very proud of them that way. Regan Mortimer, we're gonna miss her dearly for both her offense and her, yeah, she's a great 3-point shooter, but she also added some other shots to her game this season, and it was really fun to watch her grow as a basketball player. She's a great leader. She ended up being a great voice for us, and a lot of times, or in the past, she wasn't that person, and it was fun to see her find her voice and lead the team that way. So we're gonna miss her very much next year. Ava Oberg, she is our no stat for that girl. She does the dirty work. She doesn't get a lot of credit all the time, but I do want to give her credit tonight, because she leads the team and shows them what it takes, to do all those hard work things, those unnoticed things. And and we're gonna miss her just for her leadership as well. She brings some fun to the team, and yeah, definitely gonna. She's the one that I'm gonna miss a lot. I was able to coach her sister as well, and they're very similar. And I'm sad that I don't have another Olberg coming up that can, So hopefully these younger girls have seen what she can do, and copy that. And Chandler Strobel, she's a great leader. She's great working with these younger teammates. I think she's going into education, so it's going to suit her well. She's going to be a great leader in the future, and she's always there to bring positive energy and a sparkle to our team, and we're going to miss that.
Well, Casey, thanks for coming up and talking with us here on the post-game show. And like I said, looking at your roster with some younger girls, something tells me you guys will probably be right back in this position come next year.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope they put in the work, and I think they do have the potential, and I think they have the more confidence this year coming out of this season. So hopefully they do.
All right. Thanks again, Casey, and congratulations on a great season.
Thank you.
All right. Casey Pierce, the head coach of the Warren-Alvarado-Oslo Ponies, with us on the post-game report tonight, brought to you by Rivers Edge Insurance Agency of Halstead. Our post-game coaches interviews, as that was Casey Pierce for the Ponies in this one. Kelliher Northome got the win. 66-46 was the final score. Finishing up our final stats, which are brought to you by Smile Designs of Foston. Turnover numbers, it was Kelliher Northome who had 11 turnovers. Warren-Alvarado-Oslo had 20 total turnovers, 13 in the first half, 7 in the second. From the Bagley Co-op Association free throw line, the Ponies went 0 of 6 in the first half, and they were a total of 7 of 13 for the game for 53% from the line. For Kelliher Northome, they shot 25 of them. They're 14 of 25, and that's 56%. Because those are your final stats, brought to you by Smile Designs of Foston. Smile Designs by Sandwick. They're committed to your health, beauty, and relaxation. Visit their website today to book an appointment for braces, clear aligners, therapeutic, or cosmetic aesthetics at Smile Designs of Foston. A final quick look ahead, brought to you by the Crookston and Foston Eye Clinics. Looking to the section championship game, it will be Kelliher Northome, the number 1 seed in the East subsection, taking on East Grand Forks Sacred Heart on Friday. And in the next round of the Section 8A boys basketball tournament, looking over at the West subsection from UMC, Red Lake County. These games are on Thursday at 6 o'clock, Red Lake County and Goodrich Grigla. 7:30, it's Kitson County Central and Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. At Northland Community and Technical College, the 6 o'clock game Thursday, Fertile Beltrami and the Northern Freeze, and then Sacred Heart and Stephen Argyle at 7:30. And then the east subsection sees Cass Lake Bena hosting Bagley, Foston hosts Monome and Waban, Northome Kelliher hosts Clearbrook Gonvick, and Red Lake hosting the Winnimac Patriots. And you can head to rjbroadcasting.com to keep up with all the scores, schedules, and where we'll be covering your favorite teams at throughout the section playoffs. Championship on Friday, we'll have coverage on KKCQ and your live event.com. That is your look ahead, brought to you by the Crookston and Foston Eye Clinic. Schedule your eye exam today by calling the Crookston Eye Clinic at 218-281-2020 or the Foston Eye Clinic at 218-435-2424. Thank you to our sponsors that you heard throughout the broadcast tonight and also saw on yourliveevent.com and Garden Valley TV. A lot of games done throughout the year for us, and they're not possible without the help of our sponsors, so patronize them when you get the chance, or like we always say, tell them thank you at the very least. Also, thank you to you, the listener, and the viewer for tuning into tonight's game coverage, whether it was on 96.7 FM, KKCQ, streaming us online at rjbroadcasting.com, yourliveevent.com, or Garden Valley TV, and then also in the first game earlier tonight, too, that we had on Gold 101.5 KRJM. However you were tuned in, we thank you for taking us along with you, making us a part of your Tuesday night, and we sincerely hope you enjoyed tonight's game broadcast. Speaking now for Sean Bjork, who is behind the camera for game number 2 tonight, I'm Dawson Peterson reporting from Ralph Engelstad Arena here in Thief River Falls, signing off and saying so long right here on yourliveevent.com, Garden Valley TV, and 96.7 FM KKCQ.